Oh, 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 oh. Edges lay, hoop swing, lip gloss and a laugh. I walking like Sunday, but I've been through some wrath. They see soft, see sweet, figure I'm easy to bend. They don't see me in the mirror trying to hold my own hand. Don't let my smile fool you. I've been breaking in the
How much more are we supposed to take?
Take from what?
From you people.
I mean, you people. You sound like I'm a dog or something.
As we forgive those. We are standing up for what we think is right now.
Barbara,
I need it.
you're playing into your hands. Let me speak to him, okay?
In the name of God, how much more are we supposed to take?
Take from what?
From you people.
I mean, you people. You sound like I'm a dog or something.
As we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. No, we need our rights. They want our rights. They're not going to give it.
And they don't have enough gumption to turn around and tell that.
This is Betty Brown's first day at Pinkston, but rather than coming on the bus, her mother brought her. Why?
Oh, we didn't know where to catch the bus at.
Are you nervous about Betty's being here?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it's always the first time.
What about you, Betty? Are you nervous?
Uh-huh.
Have you had a chance to talk to any of the kids yet?
No.
What are you nervous
Oh,
about?
wow. No, nothing. So I've been in a new school that I don't even know.
Do you think it'll be a long time before Pinkston becomes your school rather than just a school you're attending?
Yeah.
More so than if you were at an all-white school?
No.
That doesn't bother you?
No.
Does it bother you, Mrs. Brown?
You mean about it being an all-colored school? No.
Do you think it's bothering many of the parents?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it bothers me that my kid has to change the district, is all. As far as going with the color, no.
Well, it might be all right. I think the same thing too.
You think it's going to be okay?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't. Because the first day that I went out there, well, we had a scramble, you know. But it was okay.
You expecting a scramble today?
Well, not so.
You know what black power means. You know what black power means. You got your foot on our neck, your hands on our back, and your hands in our pocket. We saying, ow, that's what black power means. Ow! Get up! That's what it means. Get your white ass up. And don't tell me you sitting there cause some white motherfucker sitting on you. You get your ass up and we'll both kick
Hold on. Give me a second. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the, you know what time it is. You know what we do here. I don't even have to explain it. What we're going to do is a little bit of sharing. I thought we'd start off the show with a little bit of motivation, a little bit of kick-assery, if you will. That's the way I felt today went in this city council meeting. Give me just a second. Let's see. Now, just so you guys know, that redistricting and gerrymandering works both ways. So in the state of Virginia, they have voted to gerrymander the Republicans clean out of it. So they voted, and that's the rule of law at this point. It is what it is. Now we're going to come across some things today. Hold on, let me get the shares out. All right. First off, that needs to go away. All right. I'm sending these things to the people that need to see them. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Y'all might hear all me doing this clicking in the background. I'm just trying to straighten everything up so we can have us a good, well-attended show. Hold on. Get this going here. Y'all can fill in the blanks if y'all want to. If not, we could just all hold on. I got something for y'all. We'll just go back to the hold on.
They try to chain my fire down low, but flames don't bow. They only grow a spark inside, a voice to show the world my name is written bold. We rise with our sun in the sky. No fear, no lie, just truth in our eyes. We're queens, we shine, no crown we deny. We rise.
Are we quiet?
Okay. Now I'm done. Now I'm finished doing with the thing that I'm doing. Okay. Woo! Hold on. Let me see. I'm talking to the right side of the microphone. All right. Appears to be I'm doing the right thing here. Man, oh man. I seen some real live superheroes today. Oh no, that's how they're gonna start off the comment section? Jeez. All right. Somebody put McCaffrey. Send this to McCaffrey. Now, if Jonathan Goins, he been on my page lurking, send this to him too. You need the things you're gonna find out today. You sitting in the midst and didn't even pick up on it, I want y'all to know that today is the day. Look at Brother Greg. There you go. What's up, Brother Greg? Stood on the business today. Ms. Linda stood on the business today. Oh yeah, Shamir, she's with us as well. Y'all let Jock play in y'all face again, man. McCaffrey and Goins was today's fall guy of the week. Jock left y'all down there to be verbally handed your work because your boss didn't show up until it was agenda item of some shit that he wanted. But everybody that came up today in that council meeting damn near addressed the fact that the mayor decided out of all council meetings to not attend was this one. Now, what would give him that kind of confidence that the budget, his budget, would be on the line, and he was so self-assured of all the things that he said was going to happen. He was so self-assured that it wasn't going to be no meetings because the meetings aren't required. Y'all can talk all that shit you want to. Well, we know that you're not going to have a meeting, and God damn it, they didn't. Oh, no, they didn't. The two main motherfuckers that was complaining about shit didn't even bother, and I'm so glad Brother Jules brought that up. Didn't even bother to schedule a meeting with the mayor about the issues that they said were important. She said, we ain't got nothing at Cheatham Park, and it looks terrible. But yeah, I agree with the budget. Gary Johnson said, yeah, you know, I'm complaining about this shit. But yeah, I agree with this budget. I'm going to go ahead with it, man. That's what you got today. That's what you got today. So
she's so afraid of everybody being mad at her.
I wouldn't
you're not up there to make friends.
Everybody who?
You're not up there to make friends. You know,
everybody who is she talking about? Everybody will be mad at her. From what I understood, everybody that came up there was completely against that budget. Citizens were bringing up numbers and statistics, and they were quoting.
Oh, no. I meant the people that she is united with on the council.
That's I don't know them. Yeah, them strangers. I don't fuck with the ops like that. I don't care if the ops mad at me. That's the whole point of having ops. They supposed to be mad at what you're doing. Ain't that always talks about that, about how our culture is always based on, oh, they're gonna hate me when I do this. Oh, they're gonna hate it when I come down on these swangers. They're gonna hate it when they see these 26s. You're supposed to be hated. But I guess it's just by certain people. It means more when you're hated by certain people. So, you know, you can fill in the blanks of whoever those certain people may be. But yes, I am anxious to get through this with you guys. It's going to go a little bit faster than normal because we know what we're looking for. We know what we're looking for this time. So it's not going to be like the other ones. We got Mr. Porter on the line. Appreciate him showing up. We're going 1.5 this. No, we was 125. Yeah, we're going 125 it. And give down to the brass tacks. I'm gonna make sure I don't got nothing running in the background, so interfere with my audio and nothing like that. Put the comments on the screen. All right. Make the letters big. Oh, we gotta make it tall like that. There we go. Folks, I present to you today's city council meeting as presented by the city of Alexandria. Thank you.
Legal committee is convening. Madam Clerk, please take roll.
Ms. Felter? Here. Mr. Fowler? Mr. Loverday?
Here.
Mr. Chair, you come forward.
All righty. Only matter to be considered is number one, to consider final adoption of an ordinance rescinding ordinance 178-2024 that authorized the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental agreement between the city of Alexandria and the Greater Alexandria Economic Development Authority, GATA District, for the purpose of cooperative economic development, general services related agreement and agenda, and otherwise providing with respect thereto. I think if people recall last meeting, we had a very heated, lively discussion about this matter, which is good for democracy. And it's good every now and then to let people speak.
Yes, sir.
But the committee ended with instructions for me to.
Did anybody catch that little that slick shot about letting people speak and how healthy it is for democracy? Because when you stop letting people talk, then it becomes a dictatorship. So yeah, I'm glad he slid that in there to let people know that it's good to hear from the public. It's not a bad thing. You shouldn't try to shun people from speaking, especially when they feel as if the matter is important to them and you're a public servant. So good on you, Mr. Larverdane. Thank you, sir, for speaking up on behalf of the people that want to speak up.
To contact Mr. Lewis so that we could discuss this matter in more detail. Attempts were made to contact Dr. Lewis. I reached out to him. I know Gator did, reached out to him. I personally called him. I never got a call back, so we never met.
All right. So to the peoples that was there, Ms. Shambam, was C. Ray Lewis in the room?
He was not in the room.
So C. Ray Lewis was missing. Jock was missing.
Yeah.
Fucking flunky.
So tonight, it's gonna be, well, I've given that spiel. Do you have any comments to make, or you?
So were you reaching out to Mr. Lewis or Dr. Lewis? He was going to be representing the city, or were you reaching out? Because I understood that it was going to be kind of more with the administration.
Well, it was my appreciation that Dr. Lewis was going to be the administration's representative, and I was supposed to be the council representative. And we tried confirming a meeting, I think last Thursday at the Gator building, but his schedule didn't work. And I think efforts were made to reset it, but time would not permit.
Okay.
So we never spoke. However, I've had extensive discussions with the Gator chair and the executive director.
In 2 weeks and 14 days worth of days, we'll say 12 days worth of days, excluding the weekends, not one time was Curtis able to be available, to make himself available, even though Jaquez said that he would make himself available to speak with Brother Malcolm about this matter.
Did
Okay,
the city ever state what role Lewis was going to play? Because is he an employee? Is he a volunteer? What is he?
He would be okay. So, Mr. Porter, I'm going to be quite honest with you. My assertion is that C. Ray Lewis left the Gator board to be an advocate for Jock Roy against the Gator board. And in that capacity, I don't think he's on a payroll per se. He may be. We don't know. But what it is he seems to be Jock Roy's do boy, if you will. Last week, we caught him in the Alexandria Mall trying to get businesses to get on board with the Reignite program. The week before that, he was at the city council meeting, avoiding accountability for his vote and his lack of action in the Gator situation. He did not want to be recognized by Brother McGee, but he had no problem speaking when Jock told him to speak. So he would be.
Here's my point for trying to clarify his actual role, because he's not okay. If he is not a city employee, he cannot act as an agent for the city in any negotiations. Now, not every employee can do that. So he would have to have a special job with a job description, whereas the mayor designated him as an agent of the city of Alexandria. Otherwise, any agreement he comes to is not binding. Any commitments he make during a negotiation is not going to be honored by the mayor, or I should say, does not have to be honored by the mayor. So, to have him go into this as the representing the city, that is totally wrong. And I am certain that violates quite a few ethics, at least two that I can recall, and it may be more. So he's not allowed to represent the city of Alexandria in any business dealings, negotiations, anything like that.
Now, the people in my box are saying that they saw him in Baton Rouge lobbying for more money. What? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get it together. You're right, Angelique. I saw him in Baton Rouge. He's telling all the business. I saw they were in the conference for more money. That's what it was.
What if he one of the mayor assistants that he has 7 of them that make $50,000 a year part time?
And he may be. It's just that we don't know what his official position is or what the job description of his position is.
Yeah,
but now
there's no point of lying about it.
if he's just a volunteer, then he cannot serve as an agent of the city of Alexandria.
See, my main issue with that is how nondescript he's leaving. He's doing these things for Jock Roy, but I think the reason why they didn't meet is because Jock Roy realized that if they would have met, Jock would have been in trouble to some degree ethically.
Well, Lewis would have been also, because he cannot go into any dealings representing the city of Alexandria unless he has been designated as such, either with a contract or as an employee with a certain level, and it would be in his job description.
Would he have had, if he wanted to serve in that capacity, would he have had to come before the council?
No, only the heads of departments require the council.
Not assistants or nothing. Yeah, only the heads of the department, like utilities and finance,
Public
those
works,
type of
right? Community services. The city attorney is the head of the legal. So all of those must be approved by the city council.
Well. With a tangled effing web we weave.
About this matter, and I have the attitude that the 115,000 that's already owed needs to be paid.
Yep.
The current Gator account, I guess the current Gator really does not like the Weiss and Gold Ring project. And I think a majority of the city council likewise does not like the Weiss and Gold Ring project. I like the building. I really.
Why does Fergie over here, why does she think that Malcolm is talking to her?
Now remember, everything that she puts forward comes from Jock Roy, right?
Everything. He's literally explaining to the people that are listening to the, I have to do it. You guys plug your ears. Oh, yard boy. Come on. I'm sorry. Who, Dizzy Lizzie? No, I call her Fergie. Yeah, she reminds me of Princess Fergie.
I was about to say, don't you ever disrespect Fergie like that from Black Eyed Peas. Please don't do that.
That lady doesn't look like she knows anything about Black Eyed Peas.
No.
The executive director about this matter, and I have the attitude that the 115,000 that's already owed needs to be paid.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think he was.
The current Gator account, I guess the current Gator really does not like the Weiss and Gold Ring project. And I think a majority of the city council likewise does not like the Weiss and Gold Ring project. I like the building. I really wish it could be open commerce. I just don't know if it's wise for us to go to 1.25 million or $2.5 million. 1.5 of the cities and 1.25 of Gators money, however it shakes out. That much money in a building. I believe it's been, asbestos has been abated. I know we passed a resolution of one ordinance a couple weeks ago to demolish the garage for safety reasons. I'm in favor of that. I voted for it, but I think our money should be used to demolish the building, not Gators money. So it's our recommendation that we terminate the ordinance, and Gator will take steps to terminate on its side. I don't know how that's going to necessarily shake out, but I know money is owed, and I've told the executive director and the chair that, look, the matter was passed, money was spent, the money is owed, so pay what's owed, and let's work on getting some new projects moving forward.
So my question is, I agree with you. I think the money owed should be paid.
Yeah, I think we got that the first time. We get it. You agree with him because you were just all in his grill talking about some yes. All right. So thanks for reiterating that. Thanks for that big nothing burger. Oh yeah, while y'all coming in and having a seat and getting cozy, please hit the like button, hit the share button, put this in somebody's inbox they need to know. You know what we're doing over here. You know what time it is. You know how in-depth we are. You know how thorough we are. And we happen to have people that were actually up there talking that shit today. So you guys are going to not want to miss this one.
Contractually as well. Is rescinding the intergovernmental agreement, do we have to do that not to move forward with the Weiss and Gold Ring building?
Well, okay, if we had discussions, if there were further discussions with the administration, perhaps the contract could have been amended or changed, or another project could have been discussed, or some sort of addendum could have been proposed. But that didn't happen. And Gator has several other projects that they want to do. one in your district with the zoo. They want to do some things with the zoo. They want to do some things that's been discussed with Cheatham Park. A few projects have been discussed in District 3. So, you know, Gator knows that it has to work with the city. Gator knows that it wants to do economic development, but the current composition of Gator just does not like the Weiss and Gold Ring building. And I don't like it either. I love going to cities and seeing people repurposing old buildings, and it looks all neat and cool. I don't think we need to be dumping $2.5 million of our money into it to get there when we've already done the asbestos abatement. So I just think it's time for some private developer to step up and take the lead and run with it. I'm all for it. So, you know, discussion goes a long way, and bridging divides and getting everybody on the same page. Then when there's no discussion. So that's just my take. Mr. Fowler, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I do. First of all, this was an ordinance that was passed unanimously by the council and also unanimously by the board.
Hey, who the fuck pulled his string?
But look, the first districting set of maps was passed unanimously by the city council.
Yep, I see what you did there. See what you did there. Who pulled this guy's string? He doesn't say anything, and I can barely understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's because he be half asleep up there.
For the data, which set forth a contract for cooperative endeavor, this is specifically for the Weiss and Gold Ring building.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know. What is he saying?
He really just rereading it.
If we're going to take this track, does that mean that you would in the future, if there's a project that I don't particularly like that's in Lizzie's district, I have something I do in mine, that I could get 3 votes, knock it down and do something in my district? So it looks like to me.
So it wasn't just the mayor using Gator. They were all using Gator to get their projects padded. And they were doing it separately away from all the other council people because nobody even knew that they were doing these things on the back end and getting Gator to pay for it. Because Gator didn't want to, the whole thing was closing the loophole. Again, like what Mr. Porter was trying to do with the redoing of that charter section about the utility incentive. It was closing a loophole of just non-paperwork involved freebies. Because that's what this was about Jock getting all these freebies without having to do any paperwork. Only having to turn in a damn invoice to get something, anything, any random thing paid. So they were padding. This is what they're complaining about.
And look, just switch Gator to district maps and see how that plays.
Ooh.
Everything he's saying right now to support not repealing the Gator ordinance is exactly what we were saying about the gerrymandered maps and ordinance that Elizabeth Felter put forward. So he's using the exact same argument that we use against the Felter maps. So he's just flip-flopping. He's jumping from one side to the other side. Now, because it's Gator, he's on the opposite side. When it was the gerrymandered maps, he was on the opposite side there. You can't have it both ways.
He said, I can't have it both ways. And then he goes on to say,
I think it's wrong. I think you got a contract, you should negotiate around what it is.
He said, I think it's wrong. I think we should renegotiate the contract or we should negotiate on the contract, but I think it's wrong. It's kind of like what we were saying, right? About the maps.
Yeah.
We thought that was wrong.
Right.
But I guess it's only wrong when he feels wrong.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly.
Yeah, he's
because
wrong.
you all of you voted for the original maps, unanimous, but now Felter comes along because she doesn't like where her house is under the new maps, so she changed it just to get her house out of there. And all of a sudden, this argument that he's using was null and void in Felter's case. But now he's using it in the Gator case.
He's resurrecting it, sir. You know, the real truth about Lizzie's house is that Lizzie's house is actually quote unquote historical landmark, or deemed historical by the Historical Society of the Klansmen, right? And she didn't want that historic house in District 3, because then that would have brought whatever prestige she thinks living in the old Klan house brings to the city, that it would have brought it to District 3. So I'm not going to say it's not that she didn't want to be a part of District 3. I'm just saying that she probably was protecting the legacy of the Klan headquarters that might be her house, and wanted to maintain it and leave it in District 4. So it wasn't about what we said it was about. This was about her wanting to protect the integrity of her historical residence. There you go.
But the contract's good and enforced.
I understand your position, sir, and I do agree that money is owed, but my reply to you is elections have consequences.
Oh, sick burn. Sick burn. He said elections have consequences. And now you know.
I've never heard a councilman say that.
Yeah, no, now you know. If you didn't know. Oh, Miss Susie said, why are we as citizens paying him $154,000 a year? Who, baby?
Actually, Mr. Green always says that. That was Mr. Green saying.
Oh, okay.
And the prior council had an appetite for the Weiss and Goldring building. We've had new elections, and the members who've come up here don't share the same sentiment.
Contracts have validity.
He said that nice and clear.
Mm-hmm.
All of the contracts have validity.
You're right, Miss C. Mr. Jules Green did always say that. It's just he been in his spot. You know, I haven't heard him say it in a minute.
I understand that, and I do understand that money is owed, but I just don't think we need to be putting the type of money that's been proposed into the Weiss and Goldring building with Gator in the city. That's $2.5 million. I just don't know if that's just a wise investment of the people's tax money. So,
You caught that?
You have your.
Wise investment?
I see what
That
you
was a
did
good one
there,
there.
Malcolm.
That was a good one there, Mr. Malcolm.
Yeah, you know what? He's worth the money. I'm not gonna lie.
Position, I have mine.
And look, every contract that the city of Alexandria has, it has a termination clause, a cancellation clause. This contract with Gator does not have one. You see, it's always been what Chuck Fowler is saying is absolutely false, because he's been on there 32 years. 32 years, folks. All of Alexandria, City of Alexandria contracts have a termination clause so that we can get out of it. And if the city council chooses to vote to rescind that contract or cancel that contract, the city council has that authority. Now, there usually are terms and conditions for cancellation where you can cancel it, but you have to pay us this amount of money, or you have to pay this as a cancellation fee. There's terms and conditions in it, but you can cancel. Now, they wrote that the city of Alexandria is the one wrote that contract with Gator. Gator never should have signed it. Okay, but they had the votes. Just like what Malcolm is saying, Gator had the votes. They had Upton, they had Callis, they had Patel, they had Carroll. Those four voted, it was approved, but Lewis voted for it also. Now, here's the problem. That contract did not have cancellation clause or terms and conditions for cancellation. That's not how the city of Alexandria does contracts. Chuck Fowler's been there 32 years. He should know that. So they really got over on Gator. Now we're trying to correct that.
So this money was going to be owed in perpetuity until they felt like they didn't want to hand in invoices and get money from Gator.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? The fact that these two are the two assets that are most offended by this is a big surprise, because they don't never talk about Gator. Matter of fact, Ms. Felter, everybody plug your ears. Why the fuck are you even talking about Gator? You don't even have anybody appointed to the board.
Exactly.
You could have just you could have
She
shut
has
this
it for a
out.
while now, her or Ballard.
You could have. Does Fowler have one up there?
He just recently.
Yeah, his is Rod.
Yeah, he got Ransom.
He just put Nose on there.
Yeah,
Nose, not Ransom. It was Nose. Yeah, Felter, what are you even talking about? You don't even go here. You feel me? What are you talking? Why are you talking?
Why are you talking?
Yes, why are you
just
talking?
be repeating? But you know what I've noticed with her? She already knows the answer to the question before she asks you.
Right, and she thinks that everything is a gotcha.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't expect anybody. She doesn't expect people to come with a logical, succinct response to what she's saying. When Brother Malcolm hit her with the, well, elections have consequences. Bam, shut up. That's it. That's all.
And look, her more than anybody should recognize that, because after she got elected, look what she did. She put Callis on the Gator board.
Yep.
And look at all the dominoes that started to fall. Now, it began with Reddix Washington, who was none the wiser. He was suckered into by Jack Roy to put that ordinance forward that eliminated the Gator Board commissioner's terms of office. So he changed his, and then Gary Johnson changed that one, the one I put on there. And then Felter and Rubin went at it. They changed theirs, and now everything was done.
And then this was done.
Elections does have consequences, and she should know that, because she utilized that. And and then Gator was in an upheaval as they change all kind of things, right? They change all kind of things with Gator. Now that we are changing Gator, those two got a problem with it. They got a problem with us doing exactly what they did.
It's a guy that I listen to. His name is Finesse Two Time. They call him 250, and he has a song called "It's Cool When They Do It. It's a Problem When I Do It."
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool when they do it, but when we wanted to ungerrymander those maps, you had a problem with it. Okay, I got you. When you wanted to rig Gator and make Gator do what you wanted to do, it was cool. But when we wanted to free Gator, that was a problem. Fuck them. Excuse my language.
But I just don't think that's a wise investment. And trust me, I like the building. I want it to be there. I would love for it to be developed. But just $2.5 million of city and Gator money, I just don't know if that's $2.5 million. Well, aren't we matching? It's like 1.5 reimbursement. Okay, so
it's up to 1.25 on our side and 1.3 on your side.
So what
That was
does
the agreement.
so
Anything money that the city spends on the Rising Road project.
Who is Ralph Tresvant? What is he talking about?
He was trying to, excuse me, he was trying to correct Mr. Malcolm on the amount.
But how can you
But
correct
he
my
was only,
amount with Gator sitting in the room?
well, he wanted it to be the exact amount, not nothing off. So you're here.
Gator would reimburse the city up to 1.25.
okay, so 1.25. Okay, well, still regardless, I still
And again, I want you to realize the Ponzi scheme that they're playing, right? So what it is that just like what Ms. Bernardo said about the wait a minute. I just had a whole epiphany. Mr. Porter, you're absolutely correct. He runs the same play over and over and over again. Here it is. So what he does, what JG up here is explaining is that the city goes out and spends the totality of the money, right? But then they come back to Gator and give them an invoice for a certain amount to get the money that they've already spent back. And they get it back from Gator. Which doesn't technically make any sense, because why would you try to get money back that you already spent? And why are you using Gator as your private piggy bank? Then you move that towards the restore plan, right? They took the money and already spent it, and they charged back the customers. They took the whole amount and spent it and then got it back from y'all. They doubled up. It's the same play he's running over and over again. With Johnny Downs, right? They spent the money, and in order to support it, they charged it back to the citizens. So we're always, the money that they're hiding is located in the back end, because we don't ever know how much they're trying to invoice Gator for. You'd have to actually go to the Gator meeting or know somebody, one of the commissioners, one of the chairmen, to find out what the city, what kind of invoices Jock is sending. Where's that money going? When it leaves from Gator, when they charge it back, when they charge it back from Gator, where does the money go? Because the money's already spent. And it doesn't make any sense for it to go back into the general budget where the money for the whatever they spent it for came from. Because if that was the case, you could have just not spent that much money. So he's doing this double. It's a Ponzi scheme. You're damn right, Miss Karen. It's a Ponzi. It's a swap. It's a 3-card Monty. It's tantamount to laundering. To me, that's what it sounds like. Let me spend all the money out of my pocket, and then I'm going to come to Shamir and give her the invoice for the money I spent so she can give me some of the money back that I spent already.
Okay, hold up. Where'd you get that from?
That's what they're explaining. Listen, hold on. Let me run that back for you. That's what he just said.
of the people's tax money. So, you have your position, I have mine, but I just don't think that's a wise investment. And trust me, I like the building. I want it to be there. I would love for it to be developed, but just $2.5 million of city and Gator money, I just don't know if that's,
2.5 million.
well, aren't we matching? It's like 1.5
Reimbursement.
reimbursement. Okay, so
Reimbursement.
It's up to 1.25 on our side and 1.3 on your side.
so what
That was
does,
the agreement.
so,
Anything money that the city spends on the Wise and Logan project, Gator would reimburse the city up to 120.
Whatever money that the city spends on
Yeah,
the White and Gold Ring building, Gator reimburses them up to 1.5 or 1.25.
wow.
That's how the Restore program worked. It's the same play over and over again. That's how Johnny Downs works. They spend the money on the front end and they collect it on the back end. And you'll never know. Because we would have never knew. If this wasn't an issue, we would have never known any of this was taken. And you know we know everything about what goes on with this city. But this is the first time I'm hearing of such a bait and switch.
okay, so 1.25, okay, well, still regardless, that still is a lot of money for the Whites and Gold Ring building. Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Goins. I appreciate that. Mr. Green, do you have any comments?
I'm for rescinding it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Straight and to the point, I'm just here to stand on business. That's the only reason I wear these shoes. That's it. Have a good day.
Okay.
Do we have in our fact sheet, there's no copy of the ordinance.
All right. So
They got a little hot right here.
listen, I was so pissed when I heard her say that. I was like, you're about to go up for re-election. And you can't locate the source material in a book you've carried for 4 years. You have to be directed to the index where you can find the information that you're asking about. And then you have the nerve, the unmitigated gall, to get upset when people start pointing out the fact that you don't know that what you're asking for is literally in your hands.
Exactly. And you call yourself an educator?
And you call yourself an educator. You are one of those people that'll fail an open book test. That's what you are. You're one of those people that do, okay, everybody, get your books out. This is going to be an open book exam. If you make less than 95, you're going to make a fail.
She
And
needs to
she
use a
went up
ruler
there
to
and
read
failed.
each line.
Man, now check out the attitude she cops for being called out for being a shitty council person. Watch.
Do you have that easily available?
It's a copy.
Miss Emily?
Well, I know there's a copy. I'm just saying in our binders there was no copy, and I didn't think.
In our binders, there was no copy. Did you not look? Man, did you not turn a page? Are you used to not turning pages in your binder? You know what I'm saying? Are you used to being told what to do and what to vote for? Are you being caught off guard because you didn't get the heads up on this one? You know, you weren't instructed on how to vote, you know?
Think about requesting it.
It's in the packet, page 157.
The fact that the gallery had to tell her where it was. I'd be mad at you, Nick. I mean, you black folks too. How dare you know more than me about my job?
That's the original ordinance that was adopted on the 12th day of November 2024.
That's Miss Linda Bell. I know that, boys. Miss Linda Bell is in there causing hell
She
early.
cooking so bad. So
Early,
bad.
she in there causing hell early. Hold on, I got a special message. Okay. I got you, bro. I got you. Oh, okay. I got you, babe. Oh, you can comment there as well. I just wanted to let you know for the young lady inboxing me, you can comment on YouTube as well, and it'll pop up over here. So feel free to join the conversation. We're with you.
So it's in your package, you just gotta look. Speaking on the one that
It's in the back. You just got to look.
would be adopted.
I'm speaking on, oh, shoot, memories.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Somebody didn't read the city council book this week again. But yet showed up loaded for bear at this committee meeting.
I took a screenshot of that face. Jesus. Yeah, that's the look of surprise.
Mr. Chair, can you ask the crowd not to make their out
Please.
of line?
Yeah. Can you ask the crowd not to make outbursts? Ma'am.
She felt embarrassed. That's
I
why.
don't care about her
As
feeling
she
embarrassed.
Yeah, she was embarrassed.
As she
bunch of
should.
people, a bunch of black people out of their districts for the sake of her stupid ass home. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a damn.
How
All you have to
dare
do-
you?
Yes. How
That's
dare
that Karen privilege.
Oh, it didn't work today. I love how Malcolm just offhandedly did come on, guys.
Let me say something here. For the city council regular meeting, those rules apply. For the committee meeting, the rules are established by the chairperson. Now, you want order, you want decorum, you want to maintain a respectful environment. But what was done in the interest of facilitating that meeting. She posed a question saying the ordinance was not attached to the agenda data sheet. Ms. Linda Bell pointed out to her it is in there and directed her to where it was. And then when she found it, now she wants to chide Malcolm Larverdane, please keep the gallery from commenting, just.
That's right. That's because we were laughing at her.
No, we just got done helping you find some shit that was in your hand.
Like we
How
were
dare
literally
you?
laughing at her. That's what
We're
happened.
laughing at her?
And then
I
we
didn't
That's what
hear.
happened.
I didn't hear the laughter. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
we
were laughing.
Yeah,
They
we
were laughing.
Yeah, they were
Could
laughing.
y'all hear it
Yes.
on
Yeah.
YouTube?
On the 12th day of November 2024. So it's in your package, you just gotta look. Speaking on the one that would be adopted.
Oh yeah, she started to panic right there. When Ms. Linda Bell said it's in the packet, you just have to look for it. Then she made eye contact with this lady. This lady's coolest. I don't know who is this lady.
That's Emily Lacaze. She's the
It's
assistant.
Emily Lacaze. Miss Emily Lacaze, I put my name on the email list, and I still haven't gotten my copies of the agenda. Miss Lacaze, thank you, and please, she made that look.
Speaking on, oh, shoot, memories.
Yeah.
Mr.
That Mr. White.
No, it was a
always
number of
laugh.
people, to be honest with you.
It was a few of us.
Okay.
But she
It
was
was
really
few of
looking
us.
at Miss Linda and who else was sitting right there? She was really mainly looking at Miss Linda.
And you don't want to pick that fight. You don't want to pick that fight, Fergie.
Chair, can you ask the crowd not to make their out
Please.
of line comments?
Please,
You
just,
have a chance to speak.
okay, we'll discuss that, but let's keep everything professional and cordial.
I just told her.
I understand, but Ms. Bell, please, can you work with me?
That is the softest.
That's that line.
Yeah, that's the
that
softest.
line.
Hey, guys, come on. Listen, guys. We all know. Come on. You can see she's struggling over here. Give her a break.
That's what Karens get.
Yeah.
We did it for you, Mr. Malcolm.
Hey, you know what? It's just for you, Mr. Malcolm. Just for you. Yeah, give her a break. He's like, she didn't even know that she was in the book. Come on, guys. Come on.
Oh, okay, so you cannot laugh at people in the city council meeting.
Oh, no, that's against the rules.
I guess.
No, but I don't know if you realize it, Mr. Porter, but Malcolm himself is laughing.
No, I can't see. I can't see that.
We'll discuss that, but let's keep everything professional and cordial. I understand, but Miss Bell, please, can you work with me?
Since you asked.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
She said, since you asked me.
Yeah.
I love you, Miss Bell.
But wait, everything she did was professional and courteous.
Yeah, it was. It was just the laughing part that she got mad at.
Wait a minute. So you wanted me to tell you what the fuck your shit was in your book, but you don't want me to laugh. I guess it's okay. Well, there it goes. It's a problem when I do it. I'm just trying to help you, Blondie. Are you mad because I laughed? Are you more upset of the fact that I knew where it was and you didn't?
And you were humiliated.
You were no, that's what it was. How dare you colored folks get one up on me?
Oh, look, absolutely. Ms. Bell showed her how a council member is supposed to be prepared coming into a meeting. Ms. Bell was prepared, Felter was not. Ms. Bell helped her by giving her the answer. And she didn't like that, okay? Well, like Miss Shamir said, what she didn't like, I'm sure she didn't like the fact that Ms. Bell pointed out to her where you can find it, but also the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back was the laughter. That's what it was.
Miss Bell, can I while we doing this, can I make hold on, let me go on the solo screen here. Can I make my appeal to Miss Bell on a personal level? You know what the city needs. You know what it takes to be a council person. A good one at that. You know what I'm asking you to do. I'm not going to say it out loud. But you know what I'm asking you to do. Please do
she's
that.
Better than most that's up there right now.
Exactly.
Performing the job better than several of them that are up there right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm asking you to do, Miss Bell? I got an idea. How can I start there? I have this idea. I want to run it by you. How about that? We can start there. Yeah, there we go. All right. Back to the program. I'm sorry. I just had to make that appeal in person.
Oh, they still laughing. Somebody's still laughing.
That sounds like Mr. White.
I
That's
laughed
because
up
she's
loud.
still reading.
Mr. White was like 2 seats away from me, so
Yeah, that sounds like Mr. White's laugh.
yeah, he laughed loud.
But you know what? He's getting his lick back.
Yep.
He's getting his lick back. And you know what? When I saw it earlier, I said, you know what? God damn it, he got him one. Finally, he got him one. And I said, yeah, get him then. If you get them, you got to put your foot on their neck. Now, mind you, she's reading the ordinance that she voted on.
Because she was told to vote on it.
She's reading an ordinance that she voted on. And as Fowler said earlier, it was a unanimous vote. So what are you having an issue understanding the ordinance you voted on? Especially as it pertains to Gator, because there's not a lot of those that you voted on. So the fact that you don't know what the ordinance says, the fact that you didn't know where the ordinance was, champ.
I guess the reason I was asking is because this ordinance says nothing about the Weiss and Goldring building.
It's not
She's
supposed,
trying to deflect.
it's not supposed to say anything about the Weiss and Goldring.
No, it's not supposed to.
No, it's
And the
not.
Weiss and Goldring building was an addendum to the contract.
Yeah.
That was not part of the original contract. It was an addendum added on.
Exactly.
And Gregory Upton, Callis, Patel, and Carroll all voted for that addendum to be included or made part of the contract. So you're not going to find it there. God darn, do your homework. Just read before you get to the meeting.
And that's coming from a teacher. Read, do your homework before you get to class.
Right. Don't wait till you get to class and the teacher say, turn in your homework.
And you out here
pass
trying
your
to
homework
put it on
forward.
She doing the abacadabra. ABACADABA. No, man, that's not how you're gonna pass this class. You're gonna fail.
So
It's a cooperative endeavor with the city and them for economic development.
So what I was asking was,
The addendums mention the Weiss and Goldring. Yeah. Yes,
The
ma'am.
other thing was, this ordinance was important because the Gator Board did not currently want for the city just to send things like for River Fat.
You heard what I said? Did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
Let me run that back.
Was important because the Gator Board did not currently want for the city just to send things like for River Fat. We want to pull together documentation so we can have a paper trail. So this does not.
She just told you that the feds have no paper trail.
What I'm interpreting here, and I may be way off, is that Alexandria, the mayor, is not sending to Gator like a contractor's invoice for demolishing something or removing something or doing something. I think those invoices from the contractor has been paid, but then City of Alexandria is sending Gator a demand note. Okay, you owe me $114,000 for work performed on the Weiss and Goldring building. So the way I'm interpreting this, she's saying, we don't know what this is for because we don't have the original invoices from the contractor. We just have a sheet from the City of Alexandria saying, pay this much as per this contract for the Weiss and Goldring building. And what Ms. Vornado is saying, shoot, that might be something from Riverfet that they sending us, you know, because we haven't seen the original invoices and we need a paper trail. And she's right, because last night when we opened up the 2024 audit, that's right, they need a paper trail. Well, what was this for? This was to pay City of Alexandria, reimburse City of Alexandria. Reimburse them for what? For work on the Weiss Goldring building. What work was performed? Well, I don't know. They didn't send us that. Who was the contractor that did the work? Well, we don't know. They didn't tell us that. You know, she needs a paper trail to comply with the legislative auditors, and they are audited once a year. So she's now I might be wrong, okay, but that's what I think this is all about.
You're right. You're right. And I want to bring your attention to what this sounds like. This sounds like he's holding up Gator for ransom. It sounds like that data breach all over again. But I'm not going to go there because I know how you feel about it. But I feel like Jocks had a lot of practice in demanding money from entities that, he knew Gator had the money, right? So what did he do? He set it up so he could get that money in perpetuity. Just like, I'm not going to say I'm not going to say he knew that the money was there and that, if we wanted to get the money out of the city, it would have to be under the auspices of something. But we can create that environment. We can recreate that particular set of parameters to make it look like a certain way, right? We can get our homeboys to go in there, just like he did Callis, just like they shuffled all those people around to fix it so it would look a certain way. And it was that they made it look like Gator was with this. But really what it was a whole bunch of manipulation, a whole bunch of meeting dodging, a whole bunch of backroom stuff, a whole bunch of special meetings. I just feel in my heart of hearts that this is very akin to the data breach. Very akin to the data breach. That's just in my heart.
Create a blockage of the city coming to us to fund projects. We can still do that, but it just.
Also, somebody said that's my money. I can see him saying that about that millions of dollars that was sitting. Never mind. I'm gonna leave it alone.
We rescinded.
You just don't like the Weiss and Gold Ring building.
Well, it's not only the Weiss and Gold Ring building. They don't like the way the ordinance is written to where the city doesn't really have to submit anything for other projects that they want to do or other events. It's like sending over a withdrawal check the way it's written now, and we don't want to do that. So it's important to rescind this ordinance along with the intergovernmental agreement with the two addendums that were with the Bolton Avenue Community Center, which that's already gone, and with the Weiss and Gold Ring building. And then let's start over because we're still very open.
All right. And it's your desire for Gator to work with the city, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We did a paper trail. I contacted Mr. Ranson first. He told me that Dr. Lewis was the contact person to contact him going.
There you go. There goes your answer, Mr. Porter. Now, she says she contacted Rick Ranson, and Rick Ranson told her that Curtis was the guy. I don't know if that concerns me or not. I don't know how to feel about that. Why is Rick Ranson is Rick Ranson working for the administration?
Yes, he does. Yes, he's one of his assistants, I think. Correct me, anybody.
I'm not sure.
Mr. Porter must be
Yeah, he is. He is part of the administration.
So someone from the administration said that C. Ray Lewis was the go-to guy, was the intermediary between Gator and the city. That does sound like an official
forward. I did that. I contacted you to pull together a meeting as soon as we could, and Dr. Lewis told me he would circle back. That never happened. So I sent another letter.
So he sucks at his job over here too. Damn. Sheesh.
Requesting that we meet again or another person be designated.
All right. Any further comments? All right.
Why she look lost?
I would like to make
She is.
Ms. Bell, is there anything you want to say?
She is lost. She's absolutely lost. She looks like Little Bo Peep. She looks like she's looking for some sheep. Man, that damn Cornelius over there, giddy as a schoolgirl. I'm talking about he is cracking himself up.
Oh yeah, he had him a good little time today.
He finally seen them get their lick back. He probably thought he'd never see the day they get their lick back.
Let's keep it.
Look, Miss Bell looked at her like, nigga, stop laughing. Get up here. Damn, I didn't notice all this the first time.
3 minutes, Miss Bell. Keep it 3 minutes, Miss Bell. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Mr. Cornelius so messy.
Oh, that boy was having himself a good old time. Listen,
Yeah, he was being messy. I'm
talking about he was over there having a
He was
blast.
instigating so bad.
I know. I can tell.
I love it for him.
Minutes, Miss Bell. 3 minutes.
Oh, it's going to be 3 minutes.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
President.
Yes, ma'am.
Trust me.
Can anybody else speak?
See, he's being messy now. Of course,
No,
other
he just
people can
saying
speak,
because
man.
normally during committee they don't let you speak. At least in
Well,
my
committee is the
experience,
one
they
place you
haven't.
can speak, and committee is also the place where there aren't the rules that apply during the city council meeting don't apply. So you don't have to stick to your 3 minutes, as you seen last week.
Mm.
Press you on, yeah, buddy.
Hold up, man.
Just
Hold
ask
up.
him.
Hold up.
Let
Let's,
the other public speak.
I understand.
Okay.
I think he was more anxious to hear other people talk about this too. Hold on.
This was delayed. As we see now, there wasn't a meeting. The mayor didn't want to meet with Gator to do this, but I'm hoping that
Oh, look, it's one of our students. It's one of our students. Hey, Jack.
council will approve Gator ordinance and allow Mr. Roy to veto the ordinance. That's what I think. And it's not about the money. Gator has an annual revenue of $924,000 or $1 million or whatever. The city of Alexandria annual revenue is $241 million. Okay, so it's
Hey, did anybody notice he was drinking that water and it fell out his mouth? He spit up a little bit. Wait, how'd she know that number? Damn.
about Mr. Roy egotistical desire to control Gator. That's my opinion. And we all have one, to prevent funds from going into projects that would generate economic development in Black communities. He vetoed the message, would allude to that fact. Gator should be able to choose their own projects and spend their funds in according to RS 33 2740.60. The mayor raised up something that he read, the revised order. He just raised it up. But I didn't see anything that he was talking about in that statute. So those of you that don't know the revised statute, I suggest that you read it. And if you don't understand it, get somebody to explain it to you.
Come on, Miss Bell.
Miss Bell looking right at Miss Karen.
Why is she adding so much sour cream on top of that taco? I'm talking about she is handing them people their hats. Stop it, go. If you don't understand it, I suggest you find somebody to read it to you like a bedtime story. I'm talking about, listen, today was a big, everybody wore their big shoes today. Stepping on all of that. Hold on. He's conveniently missing. No, he's not conveniently missing. He's upstairs watching Jonathan Goins spit water out of his mouth because Miss Linda Bell is spitting these hot facts and there's nothing they can do about it. There's a committee meeting. They can't shut
So
up.
you can understand and know what you're voting for. Also, the city of Alexandria can take $1.25 million from their general fund budget to cover Weiss and Gold Ring.
All right.
Jock Road.
You know, I didn't think about that.
Stop.
Hold on. They could just take the money out of their own general fund instead of trying to take it out of Gator.
But Mr. Porter had already said that.
No. I get that part. But I'm saying, why are you trying? What is this about? This personal shit about Gator? Where does this come from? Where's this animosity coming from where you're trying to literally take Gator out the picture?
Keep in mind what he did to ACID. Keep in mind.
And what
Or it
he
should
did
relate.
to Alexandria Housing Authority.
Yeah, the Alexandria Housing Authority. Remember that.
Trying to put
He
him
runs
into
the same play all the time. He's not that creative. He goes to the same play. We just aren't able to stop it. But he's running the same play on us every single down.
And it's just in different forms. And it's like he sees the play in every situation, and he just goes, all right, well, I'm gonna move this over here, get these people in here. Yep, we got the money, chick-chain.
Release Gator from the contracts. I don't know if you caught it the last time when he said that it will go to court. Let him go to court. Yeah, he said it's his money, it's y'all money, it's my money, whatever. But yeah, let it go through.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hold his feet to the fire. Let him take you to court. It's not like the first time he has sued the council.
Bing bong.
Yep.
Bing bong.
Now that was a great delivery.
Yes, it was.
By Miss Linda Bell. I mean, just an excellent delivery and to the point. And I'm just curious to see how the mayor is going to refer back to that in his next mayoral briefing on that.
Wait, they want to bankrupt Gator. He fired them. Then they sued. The ladies filed the suit and won and got her back pay, and he is pissed. That's why John Callis is carrying on the way he's carrying on in these courtrooms. Because John Callis is an emissary of Lizzie Felter, who is also an emissary of Jock Roy. These are people that represent something bigger than what we're paying attention to. And the fact that we're just now seeing it, I feel like I'm in the Matrix. I feel like I can touch the bullets and they'll move out the way. Because now that we have a crystal clear picture of what's going on and how it's moving, we didn't see this before. But now we can see this particular set of codes in all of his moves. All of his moves. No matter what it was, as if it was Jock Roy having a problem with something, he would systematically try to drag it down from the inside and destroy it. And it didn't matter who he had to walk over to get to it. It didn't matter who he had to buy. In this case, well, in the Restore case, right? He bought in Reddix, right? But in this Reignite case, and with this Gator issue, which I think Curtis was only brought on for Reignite. I listen, I think Curtis was brought on for the Gator issue. Let me rephrase that. I think Curtis picked up on the Reignite thing because I guess he needed something else to do. But he brought Curtis in. Curtis, Reddix, he used to use Roosevelt the same way, where he would feed this to the sellout, and the sellout would try to disseminate it to the crowd to make it seem like it's harmless. But it's really poison. It's quite poisonous, which is weird, again, because this is the third time Curtis's name has been mentioned during the city council meeting, and he's not even there. After all that blustering that he did at the last city council meeting, all of a sudden he's no longer entering. He's not there. he's in Baton Rouge, knowing good and well he was supposed to take the time and talk to the council about this issue. So him being in Baton Rouge, I don't care about. I don't care about that. That was one day. He had 12 other days to have this conversation with the council people, as he said he would. But again, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Some of us don't even look like kinfolk.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Longman.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. Thank you. We good. We good, Mr. Cornelius.
I had a question.
Oh, by the way, Cynthia, that's how you handle a proceeding. That's how you handle it.
Okay. All right. All right.
So procedurally and legally, what will we need to do if we rescind the ordinance to put in the provision that they would pay back what's already owed?
I think they've already acknowledged on the
Yeah,
record.
we don't have a problem paying back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
And I have an Excel sheet of the expenses that we should pay them, but we would just ask that after that.
No further.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
So, all right. All right, I recommend that this matter be referred to the full council for a vote. Do I need a second? I'll make a second.
I'll second.
All right.
Full council for vote.
All right, thank you. This matter is adjourned.
Open it up to one person, you need to open it up to everybody else. All right.
Not stop, I'm telling you.
Who said that?
Mr. White.
Oh. And see, you know what, you guys? It actually definitely needs a whole breakdown. And the ideal, like we said before, if whoever's going to run for mayor, this information literally needs to be timelined and put together, because unless we do not take that problem or that situation and put it out there and let people make their own determination, we're going to forever have this same issue with him, with the way that he does things. It's never going to go away.
Sorry. I think Jock has everything so intertangled up and so just so messed up that it's like he is the only one that knows where all the bodies are hidden. But now that we're starting to pay more attention, we're starting to see where the bodies are hidden at. And this is one of those bodies. This Gator thing that he's doing, that's one of those bodies that he had hidden, right? Because he was charging back Gator money that the city had already spent. And it was for no apparent reason. That's not a cooperative endeavor. You're just getting me to pay for stuff you already paid for. What is that?
It's called reimbursement.
Why is Gator responsible for reimbursing the city for the money that the city spent on the projects the city wanted to do?
Exactly.
And apparently, okay, all right. Let's get to the business. Never mind.
Data Services and Events Committee, the agenda, I have April 21st, 2026. Myself, Mr. Fowler, and Mr. Johnson, 4:45, to hear an update from the administration on Cheatham Park Pavilion. The administration sent down an email yesterday, and I will read it for you. The Division of Community Services, Parks and Recreation Department has requested and is waiting updated vendor quotes to repair and replace the rolling doors on Cheatham Park Pavilion. Currently, use of the pavilion can be requested through the Division of Community Services. Contact City of Alexandria, Mr. Michael Caffrey, 318-449-5000. That is what they sent down yesterday. But Mr. Goins, I still have a question. Regardless of this. When was this city-owned building found in such disrepair, the doors? What year? Do you know? Can you tell me that at least?
I don't, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, no answer.
I want y'all to see a chef cook. Now, I want you to pay attention to the chef cook. He asked him a very simple question. He said, when was this building found in disrepair by the city? And what did JG say? I don't know. And what did he say? Okay, no answer. And he's just repeating what he said. It all needs to be put out. When these pastors invite them to church, we need to be there. We want to ask questions and expose. No, ma'am. If you want to get the Holy Ghost outside the church, go ahead and try that. No, ma'am. Because if he's at a church, if you're talking about Jock, if he's at a church, that's because he's safe there. Yeah, that's because the pastor is in agreement with the tomfoolery that he's doing. It was 2023. My class rented the building, and they said that then it would be repaired. Well.
My other question, I'm just going to ask these questions because I already had it planned out. Why has it taken such a lengthy period to rectify the condition of the city-owned building funded by taxpayers' dollars?
It sounds like that question was given to him by a citizen. That's a part of doing the work as well, Cynthia. Actually fielding the questions directly from the citizens and being the conduit by which that question gets asked to the people that know. That's how you do that. And I hate to have this how to be a council person class, but between Jules and Malcolm, they're putting on the master class right now.
Can't respond, sir.
No answer. Okay.
No answer again, folks.
Mr. Fowler, Mr. Fowler, Mr. Johnson, you have anything to say since my honesty?
Okay, so
Damn, do you see the way Fowler looking over the top of his glasses? He said, Mr. Fowler, since you want to say something, you want to say that was a gangster ass.
we have an update on it.
I gotta rewind that. And you like to talk a lot, you want to say something, motherfucker?
My other question, I'm just going to ask these questions because I already had it planned out. Why has it taken such a lengthy period to rectify the condition of the city-owned building funded by taxpayers' dollars?
Can't respond, sir.
No answer. Okay. Mr. Fowler, Mr. Fowler, Mr. Johnson, you have anything to say since my honesty?
Okay, so do we have an update on it?
Yes,
For the-
yes,
Yeah, I got that.
You got that?
This is on the thing. So this is as of yesterday. So, okay, I already have this right. Thank you. Do you have a copy of that?
Oh, which one?
All right, well, since they don't have an answer waiting on quotes and prices, I'm just gonna say the building has been in disarray for a minute, and still with the recreation director should have been notified of this, and we'll see what goes on from this point on. Anything you want to say, Mr. Fowler?
I'm not familiar with the situation involved.
Okay.
Mr. White,
Well,
messy.
Well, we need another update. We need to get some more updates because from what I look at it is the safety has a 2. So let's get that in.
I hate when he does that, right? Because he never formally requests anything. He acts like this is a goddamn military briefing. And that just because you say you want it, somebody's supposed to scramble and go get it for you.
Yeah.
And you don't write anything. It's nothing formal. You don't write anything on paper. You don't make any actual formal request. You just say, well, I asked for it, and I was supposed to have it. I didn't ask for it but one time now, because I wanted to make sure that people heard
So
me.
why is it that Ms. Colson said Fowler said he wasn't aware? Why is he sitting on that committee if he wasn't aware?
Because never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Because Johnny Downs.
The
Huh?
president of the
Mr. Ford?
city council make committee assignments.
Say that again?
The president of the city council, that person makes committee assignments.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm talking about the idea. He's been on this committee. I'm saying, why doesn't he know anything about what they're talking about when it came to Cheatham Park, when they voted on it? You got to remember what they voted on already. And he asked him, he's saying he wasn't aware of it. Yeah, you had to be, Mr. Fowler, because you voted on the budget. That's not something exception to the rule of the budget. So how you sitting up there on a committee that you don't know anything about what's going on? That don't make no sense.
Well, I mean, Mr. Green did point out that that particular thing that they're talking about have been in disrepair for many years, and
it was talked about at the last city council meeting.
Oh, well, I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I'm just telling you, it was, and he was sitting there.
I understand what you're saying. I wasn't here for that.
If y'all gonna recall somebody, y'all recall him. Literally.
Exactly
He's just
right.
sitting up there taking up
Listen,
space.
we're not going to say that word because we know how people take that word and they fuck it up. So let's not say that word. They be done recalled themselves trying to and mess around, recall them. I want to recall myself.
Stop.
All right.
And certainly, if we have a recreations director getting paid such an exorbitant amount of funding, he should be on his job.
Sick burn. I see what you did there. He said that we're paying
That was
a guy.
a good one.
We got Dr. Keith Fox in this mug with a pay raise this year. And he's making what, 99,000, almost 100,000 a year now?
Yeah.
And he has no idea about these parks. He knows about Johnny Downs back and forth. But the Parks and Recreation guy has no idea that Cheatham Park has been in disrepair for years. All right, I'll buy that.
Thank you for your time. This committee meeting is adjourned.
Man, oh man.
Have y'all noticed who's not there though?
Who?
Have y'all noticed who's not there?
Ballard?
Trey Gist.
Oh, that's right. Trey Gist wasn't there. I didn't even notice that. He's Nepo baby. He's not there.
You know what? You know why? You know why we didn't notice that? Because he's not important.
Well,
No,
look,
but that's money we ain't gotta pay him to.
well, I'm sure he's back behind the wall. Look,
yeah,
he's not required to be at committee meetings. He'll attend a committee meeting if he's requested to be there. But a lot of times he comes in just so he could get paid. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have to be there. Now, and really, he doesn't have to be at a city council meeting either.
Yeah, I know. I said that. I know. I believe that.
If y'all could remember when it was me, Joe, Jules, and Ed on the city council, Ed got rid of him. Ed was the president. Ed told David Williams, we don't want him in our meetings. And told him we don't want him as counsel for the city council, because he doesn't represent us. He represents the mayor. So and so he was out, and we didn't have him in there as long as we were there. He got reinstated when Lee Rubin took over after Joe lost and Lee Rubin got in there. That's when he took over. He came back.
Okay, they're doing the intermission thing right now. So yeah, I didn't notice that he wasn't there either. But you know what? That makes 3 people that's not there right now that are Team Jock. Jock's not there, the leader of the pack. Curtis isn't there, and Trey Gist isn't there. All of them at some iteration of this meeting, they all were expected to be there. Now, I tell you what, Jock did send some personnel down. So it seems as though Jock just threw a whole bunch of people in front of him to catch some of these strays and some of this responsibility that they've been wanting to put down. Now, I know Jock isn't required to be at these city council meetings. But why would you think he would purposely miss this one?
Because it's election time.
What does election time have to do with anything? We're talking about the budget.
Not only the budget, but Gator as well.
Okay. So what's the problem? He doesn't want to talk about Gator?
He don't need any type of heat right now.
Oh no, the heat's on. No, he's got 16 years, 18 years of heat. He's not gonna. It's not gonna disappear because he skipped a meeting. Because he skipped one meeting. Oh no, and he's gonna stay there. He's a heat magnet right now. Anywhere he goes, anything he says, as you can see, he kept his words to a minimum during this meeting. He kept his interference at an all-time high, but he kept his words at a minimum. So, he already talked to his people and told them what to do. Damn. He got the director. And Lizzie, he done sent Lizzie out there to get shot up. I'm talking about
Ricky.
And she took it too. Pause. She took it. She took it like a champ. She tried to give her a little attitude. That shit didn't work. So, she what she call that? She was resolved to nothingness.
Like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it, until Black people make Black people priority, we're gonna have that type of stuff going on at all times.
Yeah, we don't have nobody that like if we had 2 more Jules and Malcolm, then we'd have a solid council. But we got fucking Cynthia and
If we had a Mr. Fuller and a Mr. Porter sitting up there.
that would just be the old council all over again, and that would be a problem. That would be a huge. Jock would never show up to any council meeting. Yeah, he would just send Trey Gist down, and that wouldn't even last that long because Mr. Fuller be done moved him off the council again. Yeah, we done caught on now. I feel like we can see through the matrix now. We get it now. We get what the double plays are about. We get what the triple plays are about. We get it now. We get why you swap personnel out the way you do. We get it now. Now, I don't want to say what this looks like, but this appears to be some type of, I don't know. Well, I'll wait and see. I'll reserve my judgment. Thank you guys for the ones that are watching us that are almost asleep. Thank you for having us on in the sleep. I'm not going to suggest anything crazy. Go out and vote for Linda Bell. Vote for Linda Bell. Yeah. Little hypnosis.
Miss Linda gonna beat you up.
It's a write-in on the ballot. Write her name in on the ballot. You're gonna make her win. That's what I'm talking about. Vote for Shamir. Vote for Shamir. Write it. Oh.
Nah, don't put me on there.
I'm not gonna sit up here and listen to no damn.
I'm gonna go get a charge on purpose. Don't put me on there. I'm good.
Well, I mean, people with charges is trying to run. Never mind.
You sure right. People with charges getting them disappeared and stuff. I just don't know the right people yet.
I'm not gonna no damn Jim Ballard pray. I'm not. Jesus, I mean, you know, these colored people trying to take over Jesus. It's like I don't want to do it. So I want to make sure that we everything, you know, amen, amen. We can't have too many colors running around here talking about they're in charge. All right. And bless me only. Bless me, Bob, and Jeff, and nobody else. You know what I mean? A damn dog started barking.
Roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Here.
Ms. Stelter? Here. Mr. Green?
Present.
Mr. Fowler?
Here.
Mr. Ballard?
Here.
Mr. Lauderdale?
Here.
Ms. Terry?
Here.
Madam President, you're quorum.
Okay, we have the approval of the minutes taken from a regular meeting held on April 7th. I need a motion
Move.
and second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Ballard, second by Councilman Fowler. Public comments. What is in the section of the written minutes would you like to make a comment on? If it is not in the written minutes, there will not be any discussion or comments, only in the minutes. If you have any questions pertaining to any item on the agenda, please contact the administration before or after the meeting. And we have a discussion by you, Mr. White.
Yes, ma'am, Madam President. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
My name is Mr. Cornelius Lawson White Jr. I live at 3638 10th Street in Alexandria, Louisiana. My zip is 71302, and my phone number is area code 318-446-6934. You say, do I agree with the minutes? Essentially, I disagree with them because, like I said, we had the best discussion with Malcolm having that last week. 4-hour meeting. We ain't never had no meeting like that. Now, the mayor's not here, I don't guess. You know, I know he was in Baton Rouge. I saw him down there. But I agree with Jim Ballard on one thing. We need to pray for those people in Shreveport, and we need to back them 100%. So
Thank you, Mr. White.
thank you, man.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Hold on, guys. Listen, I got to take me a brief intermission and take care of one thing. We're going to go to commercial real quick. And give me just a second. What can I do? Because I can't control it. I don't want to leave y'all in silence. So
Look, I understand what y'all was saying about Trey Gist. You see, I couldn't see a lot of stuff, but he wasn't even there for the regular city council meeting.
Right.
But they got water set out for him and they got the agenda and stuff. So apparently the clerk and the assistant clerk was not informed that he would not be there.
I don't know.
So that I wonder if he's in Baton Rouge with Jack Roy also.
Doc not in Baton Rouge. He came downstairs.
Oh, so he was in Alexandria?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just know that as of this meeting, he didn't come for the first part of it. He didn't come for the Gator part, the budget, none of that. He came before they bid for the the planning study for wastewater on the west side of Alexandria, I think it was. And they're trying to bid with, I guess it's LaCroix something, or LaCroix Meyer, something like that. I'm gonna look at the
All
paper
right,
right
so
now, but
he actually showed up
yes,
at the meeting today.
yeah, but he only showed up for that part and he left after that.
Oh, wow. Okay. He was upstairs watching all of this on closed circuit TV.
Yep, I guess. Yep.
And he did not want to come down for the other discussion. Oh, okay. We can read into that a lot of things there.
Yeah, I thought this was a very interesting city council meeting. And it's funny that most of the time I don't believe Jock was in Baton Rouge. I think he was upstairs all this time. Um, and it's amazing how he plays these roles. And when he showed up, you look at the timing and where he showed up at. Okay, pay attention to that, where he showed up at.
If he was there, that was very disrespectful that he did not send the community services director down
Mm-hmm.
green committee.
The recreation guy too, the recreation director.
Yeah, that's very disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess he figured I'm going to show you we're going to boycott any committee meeting you have. We're just not going to show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is the play, like we said earlier, like you said earlier, the plays that he always does. He knows how to play. And this is what you guys should be tired of. This same old, trying to destroy different organizations when he can't have his way, shutting things down, putting people, getting the right people to touch the right people to put them on those committees and put them in those organization commissioners, board members, and then tell them not to show up. Nobody can tell me anything different. Don't tell me that he's not doing that, because it's been proven that he's been doing it. He want to ask for receipts. The receipts, you don't really need any receipts. You can look at the people. You can see how the people are voting. Always pay attention to the way people vote and the things that they vote on, what's important to them and what's not important to them. Reason why Fowler could say, I don't know about this, because Cheatham Park is across the street and it's in a black district and it's right across the street from a black historical high school, and it doesn't phase him. It doesn't affect him. You got to remember, he's District 5. They don't have that out where he lives at and who he represents. So of course it's irrelevant to him. He doesn't care. How are you sitting on a committee and not know what's going on in your committee? That doesn't make any sense. And they so used to just getting up there and voting on stuff, whatever Jock throws at them, he vote on them. They don't have to do any extra homework. They don't have to do any research. They don't have to come with answers. And nobody puts their feet to the fire, because it's not only about District 5. You have a whole you have a whole city sitting up there. And they supposed to know what's going on throughout the whole city, not just their districts. Let me see. It shows in their voting.
Hey, I passed a subdivision up here that was fashioned out of the storage containers, the shipping containers, and I'm going to try and take a video of it and show y'all how other folks around the country address affordable housing. And you would have to get close up on it to realize what it's made out of. So I'm going to go back and try and do that and send you guys the video, because Seattle does it and several other cities do it, and they're doing that up here in Colorado also. So I think y'all would be pretty interested in how other places do some things here.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for holding on. Thank you, Mr. Porter. Thank you, everybody. I don't want to get into it. Somebody knocked on my door talking about it's an emergency, that I needed to call somebody. And I'm like, don't you got a phone?
Motion carried. F, consent calendar. Number 1, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for the former downtown Wisengo Ring Parking Garage and adjacent structure site demolition and clearance. Number 2, introduction of ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for a 2026 Can-Am Defender Limited HD2. Number 3, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for a 2026 Can-Am Defender Max Limited HD2. Number 4, introduction of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the low bid submitted for chemical additives for Wazilla engines at DG Hunter Power Plant. Number 5, introduction of an ordinance rezoning property located at 1776 Elliott Street from B3 General Business District to SF2 Single Family District to allow for residential use.
We need a motion.
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Any items to committee?
G, resolution. Resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for fire hydrants and related accessories.
Move. Second.
Public comments.
Uh-huh.
Public comments.
Public comment. Cornelius.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr.
Thank you,
White, I'm
Madam
sorry.
President. I was just wondering, I had a problem over there. Do y'all know how long the fire department comes by to check them fire hydrants? I had a leak. I'm just asking.
No, we don't, but if you have.
Okay. No, I was just asking. I didn't know if there's a set schedule.
But let's report it though. If you have a leak, let's report it.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
That's all.
All right.
All right. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 7, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for clamps and couplings.
Moved by Councilman Ballard, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Lawberdane. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 8, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for security outside technical grade liquid type 1-ton cylinder for the wastewater department.
Motion, please. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Ballard. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 9, resolution authorizing advertisement for bid for natural gas welding services for the gas department.
Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Motion carried.
Madam President, on item number 10, there is a typo. I'm going to read it in the minutes the way that it should be. It's a resolution setting a public hearing to be held on June the 16th, 2026 to consider condemnation of 25 structures.
Okay. Motion, please. Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilwoman Felter. Public comments, discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Number 8, ordinances for final adoption subject to public hearing. Number 11, to consider final adoption of an ordinance adopting the operating budget for the city of Alexandria for fiscal year 2026-2027, to make appropriation for the ordinary expenses of all city divisions, departments, offices, and agencies, pensions, and otherwise provided with respect to the expenditure of appropriations, authorizing contract and insuring agreements for employees' benefit, including health, life, and other optional coverages, authorizing contracts for ordinary expenses and other insurance, including general liabilities and workers' compensation, adopting the capital budget for the city of Alexandria for fiscal year 2026-2027, appropriating funds for the capital budget for the city of Alexandria for fiscal year 2026-2027, and providing for capital expenditures and other matters with respect to appropriation and the expenditures of the fund pertaining thereto.
I need a motion, please. Second. Motion by Councilman Fowler, second by Councilman Johnson. Public comments. Ms. Bell.
2 weeks ago, I got up and spoke that you guys need to take a good look at this budget to make decisions for yourself, whether you want to approve it or not. I still say that you need to say no on it. If you haven't gone through it to look at it or see what's going to be handed in your district, then shame on you. But anyway, just to sit there and believe everything Mr. Roy said. It's your budget.
I like how she pointed up because she knew he was upstairs. Anybody catch that? These are the little signals that you got.
Definitely, I caught that. She ain't pointing down, did she?
Yeah, she pointed straight up because she knows he's upstairs. That's nice. That's almost like magical. They don't know how you know. They just know that you know. Because apparently everybody thinks he's in Baton Rouge, but the whole time he's leaned over his desk trying to wipe his nose off.
You're supposed to do what you want to do, but we know how that goes. But still, I would vote no on this budget, and that's just me.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. Is Shamara?
Miss Bell came up there with an entire stack of papers. The lady's not playing. She means exactly what what she set out to do. She meant that shit. So now we're gonna look at Miss Shimon.
Shamira?
Oh, Shamira, my bad.
As far as this current budget goes, the increases in salaries are concerning. And the reasons we were given for these salary increases simply don't make sense. And the money could be used for other departments. For example, the mayor's salary will be increased by $4,292. No questions why. We have 7 part-time mayor assistants who make a yearly pay of $55,000 a year, which equals $385,000 in total. But our sanitation workers get paid $12.40 an hour, which is around $25,792 a year. Our police officers, their salary is $46,000, but we're still short APD officers. How can our officers be paid less than the mayor's assistants who work part-time? That's my question.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, she kind of cooked with that one. She low-key cooked with that one. You got people up here going on vacation and golfing with Jock Roy, making way more. They're working part-time. making way more than the officers that are supposedly the number one priority of this administration.
All right.
So kudos for pulling that one out. Oh, I clicked the wrong button.
Not only that, APD is requesting two 2026 CAM AM Defenders, one limited, one max. The difference, a couple thousand, it ranges from 34,000 up to 37,000. We don't know what it's for, it's just that we know that they need it. 5-year plan. I listened to Ms. Perry and Mr. Johnson discuss their frustrations with not being able to do projects in their district. I also noted the pushback from Mr. Villard about Cheatham Park and how much it's gonna cost. Let's note that there are several reignite projects that are already in motion and the money is being spent, the same money that you two could be using. Links on the Bayou, $453,000. Tennis courts, reignite, $252,000. 2 projects for Johnny Downs, reconstructing and building a recreation office. That amount is $2.2 million together. If you want to know where I found those numbers, look in the General Capital Projects 5-year capital plan under Parks and Recreation.
My bad, I had to unmute. She just told them where to locate it in the budget that they didn't know. You think they're gonna mess with her?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna mess with her.
The council has been approving funds for years without thoroughly looking through it. I've taken weeks to look at this. This is not my job. I'm just a concerned citizen. I want to know where my tax money is going. I want to know where it's being spent. Lastly, this budget does nothing to address the disparity studies and resolve those issues. It continues the tradition of questionable spending habits.
Oh, wow.
Where's the clapper at?
Listen, they forget about that disparity study. They always forget about that disparity study. They stay forgetting about that disparities. They act like that shit never happened. Congrats on that.
And that's all I have to say on this one.
Thank you.
Great job, Miss Finley.
Mr. Scott?
Great job.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All of them awesome. Every
Y'all
one of
learn
them
from the
awesome.
best.
Ah, you're doing a better job with the information than Jack. All right, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I hear the right from me.
It was Cornelius going, Jesus.
What did he say?
He said, Jesus. Damn, you cooked so hard. Cornelius had to say Jesus. Damn. She brought up the disparity study. Damn. You know, that's one of those things that we hang around. We bring that up to hang that around Jock's neck like the albatross. Because Jock has done zero. I am talking about zilch. In 16 years, much less 4 years, about that disparity study.
Mr. Porter, real quick before you go. Mr. Porter, was the disparity study done during Hall's administration or was it done during Jock's?
Both of them had a disparity study conducted. Both.
Okay.
And it showed the same thing.
Uh-oh, we got another all-star.
Good evening. Just like Ms. Shamir, I also looked over the budget and I saw many discrepancies, but more specifically, as always, we have significant.
You know what? I'm sorry to cut Brother Greg off, but I am just now realizing something. These two Oh, these two are intent. They are trying to figure out who is who. Any other time, they would be looking at their computer. They'd be off playing Rubik's Cube or.
Yeah, yeah, they really paying
Yeah, they
attention.
are trying
Yep.
to key in on who these people are because
Yeah, they paying attention.
that
Can you read their minds right now? Can you imagine what's going through their minds?
who this nigga on this in nag?
But who are those other two? Those three, budget
Yeah.
and all this stuff. God
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Imagine the
Nigga on this
people
in
that,
nag.
imagine the ones sitting.
That's the one I'm thinking. And who does he think he is telling us about the discrepancies in the budget? I wonder what he found. Yeah, I want to know what he's gonna come up with. What did he find? Because we might have to say something. We might have to say something in defense of Massa. Hold on, let me see what he's gonna say.
And funds
Mr.
going towards
Porter.
Johnny Downs.
Wait a minute, Tabar. Mr. Porter was talking. Hold up. I
Oh, I
want to hear
didn't
what he's been saying.
I was saying that even the ones on the city council that did not go through the budget, and I'm talking about Johnson, I'm talking about Villard, Fowler, and Felter, because they know that they're taken care of, right? Not Johnson. Johnson got nothing out of the budget, but here you got three people came up there know more about the budget than the people that's going to be voting on it.
Damn.
They have no idea, no clue what these three people are talking about. And I think what's going through their mind, oh, that can't be right. They're wrong about that. Oh, I bet they didn't go through the budget.
I
Because
heard somebody say I was wrong, and I was too busy reading what I was saying. But I want to say, I'm not gonna point fingers, but it was a male. I will say that. And he said, "No, that's not right." And I almost stopped and said, "Wait, it is right because I got it, from the budget." But I
well,
didn't, get off track. I just read what I read. But I did hear somebody, because those mics pick up stuff. I heard
right.
somebody say, "Oh, that's not right."
And you cited your sources. You told them where they could
Yes, I
go
did.
and check and verify. But
Exactly.
you got citizens who are attending these city council meetings who are more informed, more knowledgeable than some of the people sitting up there in elected office.
It started with Miss Bell. It started with Miss Bell telling Fergie where to find the paper that she said didn't exist. And from there, it just went on, and it started piling up to the point where they're starting to realize that this election cycle is not going to be like the other ones. This time, it's going to be different. And I'm not just saying that as a cliche. There are people that are not only paying attention, they're now taking the information and utilizing it and rubbing it in those people's faces. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
And every time we bring up the issue, we're always given the excuse that it's a sports complex. But a sports complex should not be treated as more deserving of an investment than the neighborhood parks for our children to play in. Perhaps the most concern is that the Cheatham baseball field renovation, while $2 million has been designated for this project, it is not scheduled to begin until 2030. This delay is difficult to understand, especially since Peabody doesn't have a field to play in. And they deserve something now, not years down the line. And all this must be viewed in the broader context of ongoing issues within our city. Many residents are still dealing with brown water, high utilities. But yeah, we're more concerned about the Whites and Gold Ring and Johnny Downs. And these are not new problems, yet they continue to receive limited attention and funding. And I'm asking the council persons who haven't been through districts 1, 2, and 3 to maybe take a drive around, step outside the box, go on the other side of the tracks and see what you don't normally see. And like I said before, leadership is easy when the issues don't affect you. True leadership requires addressing the challenges that impact all citizens, not just the ones that look like you. And so I'm requesting that the council vote no on this budget until all funding is distributed equally. Thank you.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Scott, excellent job. Well done. Lord, we have three heroes now that we can rally behind. We got Miss Bell, Miss Finley, and Mr. Scott. And they didn't bite their tongue when they went up there to say what needed to be said.
That was Miss Bell, that was Mr. White singing that 2030.
Mr. Porter,
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped.
he reminds me of somebody.
Who he reminds you of?
Who?
Mr. Scott, you remind me of somebody. I'm just gonna put it to you like that. Mr. Porter, he remind me of somebody.
All right.
Mr. Porter, he remind me of somebody.
Well, you're gonna have to tell me who.
He might need to drop and come back.
Look,
Yeah,
he
just,
remind me of you.
listen, Fergie, just because you keep saying it over and over again, don't mean we understand it.
Well, look.
I said he remind me of him. That's what he remind me of.
Yeah.
He laid it out there, and he told him you got to get out of your comfort zone if you want to be a leader. And if you're an elected official, take a drive around the areas you don't usually go to, and you can't just be doing stuff for people who look like you. You have to do stuff for everybody in the city.
That's right.
Well done, Mr. Scott. Great job.
Great
Lord,
job.
we got three heroes we can rally behind, folks. Times are changing in Alexandria.
And as you saw earlier, they were trying to force them to run for stuff, with the exception of Miss Bell, because we're trying to force her to run. But they were like, no, we don't want to run. That's not what we're doing here. We don't want. I like my life. I like my private life. It's great.
Very much so.
You see, when you put yourself on the line to speak truth to power, we know how vindictive Jack Roy is. These folks are putting themselves
out
in
there.
the line of fire.
That's
for
right.
the benefit of the Black community.
That's
and
right.
you know Jack Roy's going after them. So we're going to have to be there to back them up and protect them and give them cover. Because with them standing up and speaking frankly like they are and speaking the truth without faltering, Jack Roy is going to come after them. He's going to have to take them down and make an example out of them so that others don't get up there and do the same thing.
That sounds like slavery like a mug. They're like, oh, no, we got too many ones that want to get free. We got to show them.
Wait a minute, we got too many ratepayers. Don't want to be ratepayers anymore.
All I can say is you better catch me in public.
Even know this right.
You better catch me in public. Don't come near our house. All I can say is I promise you that. Stand our ground over here.
Oh, look, let me tell you something. We saw what you can do.
Thank
Live.
you, man. Oh yeah, I go to the
At
gun
the-
range.
at the
My shots, we
range.
go. Oh yeah,
At the
headshots,
range.
chest shots. Just know I don't miss, y'all.
Yep, we saw that.
Chest shots. People survive those.
She don't play.
You get shot in the chest and survive. We ain't trying to let you survive. We want to make sure you don't make it, champ. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank you. Mr. White,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President.
you're welcome.
Again, all those three people, they really show what community involvement can be. And they're more.
Now, mind you, he don't went back to typing now. Check out the body language, right? He get up there and all of a sudden they back to typing and he's scrolling in his phone. He over there on DraftKings placing his parlay or telling Jock who the last person that spoke was.
Yep. Yep.
He's definitely taking notes for Jock to go off on his next city of the what is it? Condition
Mayor's
of the city?
briefing?
Is mayor's briefing?
Yeah, it's mayor's briefing.
More thorough than I, because I can't go over all that stuff. I don't have all the digital equipment to go through all that stuff.
You don't need digital equipment. There's no digital equipment involved. As you can see, they printed it out. Mr. Cornelius, you on the right
about the
track, though. I'm not
budget
gonna do that stuff.
He could go to the library and print it out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Mr. Today was the best day he's ever had in that city council meeting.
Oh, yeah, this the calmest
You're
he's
just gonna
been
let
in a
him
while.
reflect.
Office. Oh, no, you ought to run for office because we need people like you. Yes, you do. We need people like
yeah, come
He was
on.
trying to force me to say yes.
Yeah,
No, I
you
said
gonna run,
Mr.
ain't it?
White.
You gonna run. You gonna run.
You're going to sign this cooperative agreement.
We're trying to set him up
like you. You can point out things, you know things, and we need different and new leadership.
Mr.
He said that, and she said, Mr. White, listen, you're not gonna
She didn't like that. She didn't like that.
leadership.
Now he's trying to put the heat on us like that. Come on now, Mr. White.
No.
Is he going that
I'm telling you,
way?
we need more people like y'all. Because these people up here, they ain't shit. They're
That's
not.
basically what he said.
You know what I mean? Especially that one.
Jim
This is
Villard,
about
wait a
the
minute.
budget.
I know,
Okay,
but
why
the Jim
can't you
Villard
stay on the
brought up
budget?
about
You see how, listen, today I made my decision about Cynthia and about Gary. And you guys, I'm encouraging you to keep an open mind. And we're going to come to a consensus today on this live.
Cheatham Park and how much it's going to cost. You don't worry about Johnny Downs and how much it's going to cost. Have you ever been over to Cheatham Park?
Yes, I have. I was there Saturday.
Okay. So
you got a little governor's voice. Look at him. Oh, look at him. That's all I was over there Saturday, as a matter of fact. I was trying to figure out how much it's going to cost to put in dirt over this baseball field, because I don't think it's going to be a baseball field. I'll probably be a nice garden.
Oh, wasn't Saturday the cleanup day?
Yeah, yes, it was.
His butt was out in a black neighborhood for cleanup day
Cleanup
because
day.
of the election year.
Damn. He went out there on Earth Day. Damn, son.
That was one time you've been there.
No, I've been there many times.
I've been there many times. Now, don't ask me where the village is at. Don't ask me where Acadian Village. That's not inside city limits. So,
He lying because the other meeting he said that he didn't know what it was for.
And it's not on.
what? Oh.
Let's talk about the
Jim,
Well, I am. That's a part of the budget, ain't it?
Hey, listen. And this was the moment that the shit turned the corner.
Mr.
Cheatham
White.
Park ain't part of the budget.
Mr. White, we're talking about the budget.
We are talking about the budget, Cynthia.
I know, but I'm saying that's not a part. The money for Cheatham Park or the money for Johnny Downs, that's not a part of the budget.
It is.
Okay.
Well, then what the fuck you keep stopping me from talking then? Why are you breaking into my 3 minutes?
She don't want her to say nothing to her one of her masters.
Yeah, Miss Cynthia, look, Salita is not gonna listen. I don't know what you did to piss that lady off, but Salita is not gonna be. There's not gonna be any lotion on those hands, on those back slaps. It's gonna be big rough.
I mean, even Cornelius White is getting up there and knocking the ball out of the park.
With that fire.
Everybody stepping up to the plate and hitting home runs. Shoot.
He said, we're talking about the parks, aren't we? And the whole time she's interrupting him because that's what she's used to doing. And it's become protocol to interrupt and ridicule Mr. White. That's the standard now, anytime he gets up and speaks. So now, this time, he's absolutely in the right. But you can't tell because she kept on interrupting him. I don't know. I heard there's some lashings coming.
Hey, that's what I'm asking about.
I have an answer.
You know,
She said you don't have to answer him. Did y'all hear that? Or am I tripping? I heard that.
have you ever been over to Cheatham Park?
Yes, I have. I was there Saturday.
Okay. So that was one time you've been there.
No, I've been there many times. And let's not, let's talk about the
Jim,
budget.
this is
Well, I am. That's a part of the budget.
So Jim wanted to redirect. Let's talk about whatever. But they started this conversation. And he's simply just adding in his part to it.
Ain't it?
Mr.
Cheatham
White.
Park ain't part of the budget.
Mr. White, we're talking about the budget.
I know, but I'm saying that's not a part. The money for Cheatham Park or the money for Johnny Downs, that's not a part of the budget.
It is.
Okay, that's what I'm asking about.
I have an answer.
You don't have to answer him. Yeah, I'm done with you. Yeah, I'll wipe my hands with you, and whatever they say about you out there is true to me. Yeah, and that's ain't an offense of Mr. White in no way, because we don't even have the same political leanings. But I am done with you, Miss Cynthia. The fact that you don't think that you have the obligation to interact with the people that vote. He's a member. He's one of your constituents, Cynthia. That's why y'all can't go around giving all these colored folks no goddamn vote to get in no goddamn seat. Because the second that Jock needs them, they're gonna abandon you. I promise you. The second that Jock needs them, it doesn't matter if their constituents need them. Jock needs them, and it's more important. They're going to abandon you. That's why I'm done with her. And I just came to that conclusion because I just heard. I didn't even hear that on the first time. But she literally leaned over and told Jim Bullard, "You don't have to answer him." You know
Donna,
who else?
wait a minute. Wait, Tavares. Now, was that her or was that Donna?
No, that was her.
Play it again. Let me hear it.
You know,
Yes, sir.
have you ever been over to Cheatham Park?
Yes, I have. I was there Saturday.
Okay. So that was one time you've been there.
No, I've been there many times. And let's not, let's talk about the
Jim,
budget.
this is
Well,
Hold on. I got it. You know what we're going to do here? We're going to slow this thing down to a creepy crawl.
I am. That's a part of the budget, ain't it?
Mr.
Cheatham
White.
Park ain't part of the budget.
Mr. White, we're talking about the budget.
I know, but I'm saying that's not a part. The money for Cheatham Park or the money for Johnny Downs, that's not a part of the budget.
It is.
Okay, that's what I'm asking about.
I have an answer.
You don't have to answer him. And Jim responds, "Oh, okay."
Said it. You can't really hear who said it.
No, I know who
Can't
said
hear
it because she
anything.
immediately said something else to him. Now let's go into regular speed. Now who said something next?
You know,
Yes, sir.
That was her. She was trying to shut him up because you don't have to answer him.
I didn't hear that part.
Well, hold on, let me take a poll. Hold on, how do I do this here? Widgets. Okay, we're gonna take a poll.
Shamir, did you hear?
No, because she said it
No.
in the microphone, so you wouldn't have been able to hear it in the chambers.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay. And add an option. All right. Oh yeah, they cutting up over here on StreamYard.
She said it kind of sound like Donna instead of Cynthia. I can't see what that said.
Did you hear Cynthia say you don't have to answer him? Yes, no, or I don't know. And keep in mind, she was the one playing the referee during that whole little exchange. So the only person that would have been able to that would have logically been talking was the person that was already talking.
No. Miss Donna and them sits there to do more than just do the paperwork, Tavares. She sits there too to do
All
what's her
right,
name.
whatever. All right. Well,
So I'm not gonna put that on her if it wasn't on her.
Listen, we're gonna get the poll going. We're gonna get the poll going. Poll going. Roll the tape. Oh, I'll roll the tape one last time.
And you really took the mayor to task a couple of weeks ago about.
That's why he's talking directly to her. She was the one that was responding. He went from talking to Jim Villard to talking to Cynthia because now she's talking to him.
Okay. All right, move on.
Cheatham Park, Gary Johnson, you took him to task. I guess since he's been Baton Rouge, he's too busy to come to the meeting and stuff.
The budget.
But they had.
Now who's that talking? That's got to be her.
In-law day in Baton Rouge. So
The budget,
on it.
Mr.
Yeah,
White.
Exactly.
I got you, but I was just saying, and Jim, I guess you're running again, and I guess the mayor's running again. So I hope we have some new leadership.
Thank you, Mr. White.
Madam President,
Yes, sir.
It'd be impossible for it to be Donna. She's not even that close. Oh, she got her own microphone? Okay.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I don't trust it though. I still think I'm gonna blame her till I feel better.
Scott. Mr. Scott, March 13, 2026, I did go out to Cheatham Park. Ms. Larvey did put it on the agenda last time to have something addressed about it. I did take several pictures of it. It is in deplorable condition. As I said 2 weeks ago, I'm not a sports person. Until something's brought to my attention, I go out and look at it. I talked with Ms. Perry, and I understand your frustration about the park. It is in the agenda. As we said, Cheatham Park does look horrible. It's been looking horrible for years. And again, you have a recreation director that, to me, should have done something about this long time before now. To lump us all in a group that don't go out, I do go out, sir, across the city as councilman at large. So the funding for the park is there. It's obvious that one park is being taken care of faster than the other. It's something to see, something to discuss.
That's what you say when you're completely at a loss for words for the bullshit. He said it's definitely something to look at. Yeah, you gotta listen. These people playing. That's what he's saying.
And it's almost like Cheetah Park is lost. Johnny Downs is the Yankee Stadium of the city. But yet and still, we all pay taxes. And I understand your frustration saying your tax dollars not being allocated, used properly across town. So it's in this budget. But I want you to know that I go out and look at things around the city, all 5 districts. I'm councilman at large. I support all 5 of these council persons. It's 7 of us up here, 2 of us at large. So it has to be addressed. It's supposed to be addressed. I had it on the agenda to talk about it today, but the mayor gave us an email not to talk. He's gonna give us some information further down the road. But it's again.
Wait. So did you see? Okay,
Today, but
something ain't right
the
with
mayor
that.
gave us being allocated Jews promptly across town. So it's in this budget, but I want you to know that I go out and look at things around the city, all 5 districts. I'm councilman at large. I support all 5 of these council persons. It's 7 of us up here, 2 of us at large. So it has to be addressed. It's supposed to be addressed. I had it on the agenda to talk about it today, but the mayor gave us an email not to talk. He's going to give us some information further down the road.
Wait. So, Mr. Green, didn't he just say that he was just told not to talk about Cheatham Park?
He let the cat out the bag, and justifiably so.
Oh.
Yeah, because Jock sent the email and said, hey, don't talk about this item. I got something down the road for you.
Oh.
And so in response to that, Jules let everybody know that I wasn't supposed to talk about this because Jock told me that there will be something down the road.
Oh.
And didn't send anybody to Jules' meeting, Jules' committee meeting.
Sure didn't. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And y'all want him, and then you guys want him for another 4 years? Okay. All right.
Jock
So
was
I want to see. I want to see the email. I want to see the email. I'm putting that out there. I want to see the email. Now, okay, go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute, baby. Listen. That email isn't protected by any type of anything. It's an official email from the mayor's office to another elected official. If you really want to see the email, all you'd have to do is put in a FOIA request.
Exactly.
He never keeps his promises. Of course he doesn't. That's why I feel like Jock would make a good baby daddy for somebody. Because he never keeps his promises. He's never there when it matters. He's always going in your purse. You never know what he's doing.
He's stupid.
You know what I mean? He's got all these other outside interests that don't got nothing to do with raising a family. You know what I mean? And he doesn't want to marry you. You know what I mean? That nigga makes promises. You 35 years old with a promise ring, baby. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it, baby. It's not gonna happen. Move on.
Let it go.
It's again, I know y'all talking about the increases in salaries, and I've got quite a few calls since the last council meeting, and I directed them to 449,500. I didn't write the budget, and people say they call, they don't get an answer, or they don't get a return call. So, saying that to say this, we're working to improve the city overall.
You know something I just thought about too? There's a comment that just caught my eye. You know, anytime it comes to anything in our districts, the shit get kicked down the road. Now he's kicked that shit down the road into the next election. Not the one coming up, but the one after the one coming up. So, you know what? 2030 lines up with the end of the next tenure. So he'll do that on the way out of his last term. But then he'll get it fixed. I wish y'all would reelect that motherfucker up there. I wish y'all would. Because that would be the dumbest decision y'all make. He literally he's telling you, yeah, I'll fix Cheatham Park when I'm leaving office. And that's if I'm trying not to run again. I might use Cheatham Park to hold over y'all head. And look, I fixed Cheatham Park for you guys, reelect me. And y'all gonna fuck around and reelect him for 2030. It's gonna be Roy 2030, watch. And you'll never kick the can down the road for Johnny Downs, though. You see how they reacted when you press them a little bit about the drain. Oh, did we get to the drainage part yet? No, we haven't got there yet.
But we've got to come together, as Madam President said, we have to have unity, but we can't leave one side of town out and not work on the entire town. So, Mr. Scott, I want to let you know, I go out and look at and investigate and check into things. Thank you, Madam President, for giving me that time to say that.
And that's why I appreciate Jules, because Jules will talk to you. That's why I feel like a lot of Jules' questions do be coming from citizens. A lot of his questions they're like not politically motivated. There's actually people coming to him and him doing what he's supposed to do on behalf of the people. And mind you, he's not new to this. He's not. I think this will make his fourth term. Jules has been at this for a while. Jules is such a threat that they had to gerrymander him out to keep him from running against Harry Silver. That's how big of an impact Jules is. Jules went from just a District 3 councilman to councilman at large. That's how impressive, his performance has been over the years. And that's what taking 4 years off. You see what I'm saying? So when you got public servants that actually truly serve the public and not the Curtis Lewis time, that are like the self-serving ones, we're talking about the real public servants. Yeah, when it comes to Johnny Downs, they get smoking red hot. You can't talk about Johnny Downs.
You're welcome. And Councilman Green, I appreciate you for going out to all the districts. I work at Peabody, so I see Cheatham Park every day.
Congratulations, you got a job. So what?
I see the baseball diamond every day.
No, you don't. It's not there. That's why we're talking about it.
This is not the first time this has been brought up.
It's definitely the first time we've talked about it ad nauseum. Now, I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to save face. You're trying to pretend like you brought this up a million times. But even if you did bring it up a million times, the result was always the same. You approving the budget that doesn't include Cheatham Park. So this deflection shit that you're trying to do, no, it's still your fault.
Brought Cheatham Park up several times. So
you didn't get shit for it. So what? Okay.
What we have to do is, the mayor had said that he was going to renovate Cheatham Park. And so we just have to
renovate or re-innovate.
I think she was trying to say renovate.
No, because if you're going to re-innovate it, then it's probably going to have like card readers and Bluetooth all over the place. Hold on.
Every day. I see the baseball diamond every day. This is not the first time this has been brought up.
You know what? She didn't want to say what that email said, like what Jules did. So she stopped when she started thinking about, what can I say that email said?
I have brought Cheatham Park up several times. So what we have to do is,
I'm not gonna stop.
The mayor had said that he was going to.
She didn't want to say it. She didn't want to say it. But I want to tell y'all something, because we tend to have a short memory. Because remember who was president when they voted for Johnny Downs the first time? Who was gung-ho about it the first time? It was her. It was her. Because remember, she came back and apologized. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You absolutely know.
Renovate Cheatham Park. And so we just have to make sure that that happens. It's not that I don't go around and not notice things.
So now Greg, whatever Greg said, definitely got under her skin. And mind you, he been seated longer than he was talking.
Because I do as well.
That's right. Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
You know, this safe, excuse me, Tavares, stopping for just 1 second. All this save face stuff, I'm not impressed. Don't save your face with me. Okay?
You saving your face with the wrong person. Because
Yeah.
what I saw when I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be you. I'm not gonna be swayed. You showed me what you showed me.
Yeah.
Was that all the discussion? All right. I didn't know.
Do anybody else?
Yeah, I got to
Go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, so, with minority-owned business, what's the percentage are we spending with minority?
Now, my question is to him, why don't you already have that answer yourself?
No. My question to him is, why didn't you bring that up at this as a concern at the other meeting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear somebody
Exactly.
say disparity study and you keyed in on it? Did you hear one of the constituents mention the disparity study and you was like, oh, that's a good goddamn topic right there. I'm gonna go in.
Yeah. I'm not impressed with him either. You
I'm
already
not
know
either. I'm not. I'm more impressed with his beard than what the fuck he's doing up there.
that. Tavares.
56%. Huh?
56%.
What, that's how much we spending? How much are we spending? How much are we spending on the minority?
Minority businesses. Do we know?
I heard somebody say nothing.
I'm sorry, were you asking a question?
Yes, that's the question. How much do it?
Didn't McCack wait? Did he just try to act like he didn't hear what he was saying?
Yeah, he was in his computers real big.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, I'm gonna need him to stop playing Call of Duty on the clock and lock in with the rest of the damn city council so we can get this.
Is anybody tracking how
over there playing Candy Crush?
we're spending with the minority business?
I don't have the answer to that question at this point in time. We weren't prepared to answer that. We also gave the opportunity for us to meet prior to this meeting so that we could have those questions answered in advance.
Yeah, listen at this shit. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, it's time for us to take off the filters. It's time for us to just say it like a TI is. Because if we don't, we're going to get lost in these flowery words and the impact is not going to be as felt. Because they're going to think that we're trying to be polite while we over there trying to use all the right words to not sound like ourselves. But if you tell me this motherfucker sitting up here on a goddamn computer can't type in, we go and find stuff in the budget all the time. We even use AI sometimes. We do it manually sometimes. And that's not a question he could get answered. You wanted to meet with us previously. You didn't want to meet with us about the budget before.
And he's sitting there with his computer in his hand. He could have asked that. Once he asked
exactly.
it,
So
all he had
what
to
you-
do is say, give me a second, I can give you that number. That's
Yeah,
all he had to say.
So what you in there doing?
Answer
Other
that
work?
question.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I blame his haircut. I blame his goddamn barber. Or whoever his goddamn stylist is. Because that jacket is too small.
And that meeting didn't happen.
Okay.
Where your neck at, nigga?
I guess my next one is, we asked for updates. Last year, we asked to be updated on a quarterly basis. We asked for you guys to give us an update.
So you asked for the quarterly updates, and when you didn't get them the first time, what did you do? What about when you didn't get them the second time? What did you do?
Nothing.
I want to know why all of a sudden you want to bring it up now. You ain't.
I didn't do nothing. I was too busy smiling and laughing with the mayor, talking about me getting ready to run again.
Yeah, we was too busy co-signing for each other and getting on the same ticket.
On the last budget, now this budget right here, and I haven't received an update from administration. So if we've been updated, I know I could just add the numbers up.
I doubt that.
No.
Please know our first.
It's less than 1%.
Please,
No,
no
I'm-
outbursts.
No outbursts from the audience.
That was Stephen Charles, but Donna the one that said something.
That was Donna. Yeah, no
Yeah.
outburst.
Man, boy,
Y'all little kids better
I-
stop acting like children.
I hate to see black folks being Captain America for bad decisions of white folks. I hate to see the pick up the mantle of these bad decisions that white people make.
That's
And-
why her leave out was messed up.
He's probably writing a sermon for Sunday. What? Who's a damn pastor? You saying McCaffrey is a pastor? Or you saying Jonathan Goins is a pastor? Because, you know.
She talking about Caffrey, I think. And I
I
would
bet-
never step
I bet
one
you
foot in
can't
that
go-
church.
What? Listen. That is the synagogue of Satan written about in Revelations. Ain't no way.
No. So this is the problem, and see, we find ourselves every year in the same spot.
That's because you keep making the same decisions.
If we track stuff monthly or quarterly, we would have these questions to ask, you know. So each department should bring, and it's just me being a budget person, should bring every month how much.
I'm sorry, y'all. I needed a second to shake my head. You being the budget person, right? All right, you the budget person. Let's see how this
been
goes.
spent with the majority with the minority, because every year we're stuck in the same spot and we're looking bad because I don't know. I know that when I ask people, I go out and visit the businesses, and most of them say they're getting a small cut of the pie. And a lot of people are depending on this for their livelihood. So this is not rocket science. This is something that is the track. And I would like to get those answers.
Yeah, if it was rocket science, we'd be fucked because you can't even do the budget right.
So I could go out, when I go out and talk, I could talk intelligent to the minority business.
Y'all
Intimidated them
No,
today.
sir.
Y'all that little group of y'all intimidated the shit out of them today. Because y'all proved that went through that budget more thoroughly than they ever did.
It's just
Because mind you, this whole conversation is being framed on the comments of what Brother Greg said. Everybody's now defending themselves against what
that's
Brother
what.
Greg
Yeah.
said.
Yes.
And they're doing it right now. They're
There's no
also,
need for them to defend it.
I mean, they're trying to defend themselves because I think he made an open allegation and them hit dogs are hollering. With the exception because Mr. Green was like, yeah, you're right. You do need to get out. So that's what I do. I get out. But all the
But
rest,
he said, if you haven't, the statement, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Scott, he said, if you haven't, you should. He
Right.
didn't say nobody didn't do it. He said, if you haven't, you should. That's all. That was just his comment.
yeah, but now look what that shit done started. You got Cynthia over here, damn near in tears. He losing hair out of his beard. He's shedding all over the goddamn. Let me stop.
Your
Okay.
paper.
Anybody else got anything they want to?
Yeah, I just want to add, I just want to add that the council has two employees. These two young ladies here, and we've both given you raises, correct? All right. The other 1,000 work for the mayor. He sets their pay. When you're in that seat, you can call certain shots. He's calling certain shots. Pure and
Why did Gary get so surprised by that? Oh, wait a minute. It's 30 shots. Whoa. Whoa.
Wait. What do you mean by that? I'm kind of
Your
confused.
paper.
Anybody else got anything they want to?
Yeah, I just want to add, I just want to add that, the council has two employees. These two young ladies here, and we've both given you raises, correct? All right, the other 1,000 work for the mayor. He sets their pay. When you're in that seat, you can call certain shots. He's calling certain shots.
Damn. That nigga sat all the way up. He set his shoulders back in his head. You surprised? You surprised that Jocko is calling certain? He makes you call certain shots. You call certain shots for him.
Pure and simple. So it seems like the fight that we're having here is a fight that we're having in other cities. It just seems like monies just aren't allocated the way we would like for them to be allocated. I agree with you. More can be done. But just understand, when you're in a certain seat, you can call certain shots.
I want to add one.
That's it.
I don't want to apologize, but I will add one thing. We are trying to work together. A lot of stuff.
Oh, God. Damn, I thought he had something important to say. Shit.
He never does.
You know what? I'm proud of Malcolm. Malcolm is really coming into his own. Like, he's got his own little swag, his own little style. He pushes back the way he wants to push back, and he goes at it with Jock on a very intellectual level, because Jock, we wanted to treat him like just another black man. And Malcolm be like, oh, no, sir. We got the same, we work in the same field. We're both in law. So yeah, no, you gotta address me like a man, sir. You ain't finna Gary Johnson me.
Behind the scene, you guys have no idea what goes on between us. One thing that when I ran, I said I want to try to get some unity.
Oh, motherfucker. When I ran, and nobody cares about it. He's campaigning. That's what he's doing. He's campaigning.
You're gonna have to let it run through, okay? Because you gotta give us some continuity, Tavares. You gotta stop stopping it like that. You gotta give us some
finally have
continuity.
council
All right.
people who give me input. So I could be just selfish and don't take the input and say, let's do my district. But when I talk to 1, 2, and 3, I'm willing to move if something is more pressing on that side, because we got a limited amount of money. Right now, her and I, we're discussing, she has a project, I have a project. I think Culpeper is higher than the firecracker because it's a safety issue. We got kids, the school bus has to put its wheel on the other side of the yellow line for the kids to get off the bus. So, her and I, we're sitting down right now. Let me get my project in, because I haven't got any in the last 3 years. Believe me.
But the mayor sets the tone for it.
Right.
The mayor sets the tone for
So
it.
I don't mind us getting beat up on, but I'm gonna tell you again, like I tell everybody, we're out there working for y'all. I know the ones that I'm in contact with every day. Y'all. So
I think.
Mr. Porter, was it worth it?
Nope, it wasn't. I thought maybe
I didn't
if
get
it
that out of
ran,
that either.
I thought maybe if it ran continuous,
that it get to a point.
Yeah, that it
No.
may.
See, when I started working at Kmart, it was many years ago, and my 401k was down here. I got older, and I want you to realize something, because you're going to get older. Everybody in here is going to get old. When your 401k matures, you can also diversify your portfolio. And me as a budget guy, I ran on being able to diversify my investments. Now that we're being faced with investments that I have not diversified, I just want you to know that we get beat up every day too. And I cashed in, cashed out. And now I'm going to Coshada right after this. So you can go ahead and take it over.
So
You like what?
look, let me
What does that even mean?
let me see if I could make sense of this at all. So he went back in time 4 years ago when I first ran. I just wanted to work with everybody. And he said, and right now you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm working with all these people. Okay, but you're working with all these people and you just want to work together, but you're negotiating with Cynthia Perry over peanuts, over crumbs, right? You should be negotiating with Chuck Fowler and Elizabeth Felter, who has the lion's share of the budget. Can y'all give up one of your projects, or each of you, so that each of us get a project on the list? He's worked, him and Cynthia are vying for the last few crumbs that's left among themselves, instead of talking to Fowler and Felter. You got 90% of the budget. Let's delay one of your projects and one of your projects, and let's put ours in. But instead, him and Cynthia vying for the last rung on the ladder. You know, it's
sad. It's sad.
He doesn't have a clue. He's been in there 4 years. He doesn't have a clue. He's gonna but negotiate with Cynthia to try and get a project.
They're splitting 95% of the budget between them two.
Yeah.
And you fighting over 5% of the budget.
They're fighting over the crumbs that's left after the other ones have divided up the pie.
I can't. Mr. Porter, listen, I can't. As soon as he starts talking, like he could be saying something, but as soon as he jumps off topic, I'm over it. You know, the budget is like, there's too many things going on right now. I gotta talk over here, I gotta talk over there, salt, pepper. And when he starts saying, I'm out. I don't have nothing else for him.
That our constituents think that we are the ones who run the city. The city is run by the mayor on a daily basis.
Every city.
That's right. That's right. He need us, Ms. Shakola. He need us. Yeah.
No.
Now,
Ms.
can I
Shakola.
say something, y'all? Can I say something? Stop it for a minute. Stop it. Now, nobody else can do outbursts in that. Now, am I wrong? I'm just saying. I'm just putting this out there, not to do anything other than.
Yeah, well, listen.
Am I correct that you're not? Okay, that's all I want to say. Okay.
First,
They made her be quiet too, Missy.
yeah, okay.
Mr. No, you, Ms. Shakola, it's okay. I know.
We was told yesterday by the chief, the staff right there, that that's a Mr. Ed problem. So we deflected that when they was talking about.
It's my problem.
Okay.
It's my problem.
Now, she said that McCaffrey told her that that street is an Ed problem and not a Roy problem. And
Is a who problem?
Is an Ed Larberdine problem.
McCaffrey told her that?
That's what she's claiming now.
Wait a minute now. Culpeper Drive is not a state highway.
But that's what Pastor McCaffrey told her. I'll run it back.
Well, he need us. Yeah.
No.
Ms. Shakola,
Mr. Ed run that.
Mr. No, you, Ms. Shakola, it's okay.
No, I'm just asking.
I know.
He brought up Culpeper, but we was told yesterday by the chief, the staff right there, that that's a Mr. Ed problem. So we just
She said it. They were informed yesterday by the chief of staff that that's an Ed problem. That's why when I talk about these handkerchief heads, that's what I'm saying. They'd much rather blame black folks that are in much more important positions than they are on stuff that ain't got nothing to do with them. Now, Mr. Porter, I know you're gonna add in the addendum. Whose problem is it?
Yeah, look, unless I'm really missing something, Culpeper Drive is not a state highway. So that does not fall to the state or the state representative, okay? And it wouldn't fall to Ed Loverdan, it will fall to the Department of Transportation and Development. That's who looks after state roads. And then the head of staff is Kami Kells, not Michael Caffrey. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but
I'm sure.
Okay. She said that okay, hold on, let's see.
reflected that when they was talking about.
It's my problem. It's my problem. I'm not gonna deflect it. That's on me.
No, not you.
No, I'm saying, but that's my role. Yeah, no, so.
Okay.
At least he knows that much. Shit.
Any more discussion?
Yeah, I have a question. I think a lot of the things we want accomplished, not passing this budget, I don't think will solve that. I think passing it is, gonna still accomplish what we need to accomplish. But I have a question legally. If we don't have the budget passed before May 1st, what happens?
City starts to shut down, and the administration would have to roll back certain services.
Does it function at that point at like 65% or something? 60? Okay, 50?
50%.
somebody did not read the chart.
Madam President,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Caffrey, 2 weeks ago, I did ask for the 7 of us to delay this budget with the intent that they could meet with the mayor. I don't know who met with him, but as I said then, I'm on board with all 5 of them in their districts with their group. I don't have a project, but I support everyone's project that they have. So who met with him, I don't know.
No one met with us, Mr. Green. No one from the council initiated a meeting or reached out to the administration to meet as was discussed in the prior meeting.
Wow, okay. And when Mr. Johnson asked about the quarterly reports, I did in council meeting read all 5 items that we did ask about that. So I assume the quarterly reports will be coming on the diversity action with minorities. So, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all didn't choose to meet with him, I asked that we delayed the budget to see what was going to happen. Again, Mr. Caffrey, I have no particular budgets, but I have every budget they have as Councilman Lodge. I want it done. So that's what I wanted to add to the citizens, that I did ask for it to be delayed, but them to have the opportunity to speak with the mayor. But again, if they chose not to, there we are. As they said, it has to be passed by May 1st, so we go to a 60%, 50%, 50% delay. In saying this, I've gotten so many calls since I was the one that brought up some salary increases, and I again gave them the mayor's number to call and ask why. And the citizens aren't satisfied. The citizens are not satisfied with what we presented to them in this budget. I hate for one person to be the one to hold us up, but ladies and gentlemen, May 1st, it has to be passed. Today, if we don't vote for it, we won't go into bankruptcy. Madam President, when we go to take our votes, I'm not going to say anything else. I just want to let the citizens know that it has to be done by May 1st. So if we go through it again to talk about different things, make amendments, I think overall, the citizens will be more satisfied than what we have. And we need to get direct answers. And I'm thinking about a songwriter, Sam Cooke, a change is coming.
Sorry, I was on mute. Listen to what Mr. Green, elder statesman Green, just restated. He said, I feel like if we took this budget back to committee and discussed it and got more answers, the citizens would feel better about what we're doing. It wouldn't be all this outcry and people, saying the things that they're saying right now. If we took another look at it and got a few more answers and made some adjustments, we would be better off. Keep that in mind.
So the onus for this, the responsibility, the person whose foot this is laid at is Gary Johnson, because right now he is the chairman of the financial committee, the finance committee. It was his job, his duty to go through that budget in public meetings so that we can make the amendments as we go along. The budget was submitted March 1st. You have to have it approved May 1st, or you operate on 50% of what the previous year budget was. Now, that's in the charter. So that tells me Elizabeth Felter, that's another thing tonight. She showed she doesn't know the charter. She doesn't read the book. And the others don't actually know specifically what's in the charter. Okay, regarding that budget. This is Gary Johnson's responsibility. This is anyone's responsibility who is the finance committee chairperson. You make sure you schedule enough meetings, you go through that budget with a fine-tooth comb, and this is where you add amendments. You amend that budget there. He held one meeting and they ran through that budget, didn't really ask specific questions. And this is where it landed us. So right now, it's all because of his lack of taking responsibility as finance chairperson.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to work on this. We're going to do better. We want to represent the city to the best of our ability. And again, that's my point of view on this budget. There are some things that look deeply looking into. And there we are. Thank you, Madam President.
I call for question.
Roll call.
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
Now, after that exchange or whatever that was right there, what was that?
Fowler is not the one that's supposed to call for the question. He does that all the time. It's the president who calls for the question, not Fowler.
Mm-mm.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Lawberdane?
No.
Ms. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Ms. Belcher? Yes. Mr. Green?
No.
Madam President, you have 5 yeses and 2 noes, the motion carries.
Number 12,
And they were the main two complaining that they didn't have money for their
Listen,
project.
not only were they the main two complaining, they were also the two that were supposed to meet with the mayor that they didn't. Right? And they just put up all this. They just, everything they said was literally for nothing.
Yep.
Everything they just went through, everything they just said was literally for nothing. And at this point, I have to side with Miss Alita with washing my hands with Cynthia Perry. Sorry. It is what it is. The way you feel about the budget is the way I feel about you. You feel that it's fucked up that your city does, that your parks don't have what they need. You literally work across the street from the place that we're talking about,
Literally every meeting.
and you go and see it every day. You know that this is about kids' future. This ain't just about the park. These are about kids' future. And you feel like that budget is substantial enough to pass? Hey, listen, best to you. Gary, you're up for re-election, buddy. You're up for re-election. And I know you don't care about being there because you know, in your later speeches, you've taken the Lee Rubin approach to this council thing. When Lee Rubin was at that Gator Board meeting, well, I might win, I might not win. I don't care. I'll be at the house doing whatever I want to do. You've taken that approach. So maybe it's time for you to go. I know keeping that beard up is difficult and having to puff it out every goddamn meeting. It's probably something that, you know, you don't like to do all the time. Maybe now you can do something else with your time. So
Yeah, you can wear those suits somewhere else.
to consider found
oh, he like wearing the suits?
Yep.
adoption of an ordinance rescinding ordinance number 178, 2024, that authorized the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental agreement between the city of Alexandria and the Greater Alexandria Economic Development.
I feel like Malcolm and Jules is pissed off. I feel like they pissed off. I truly am reading the room, and I feel like they pissed off about what just happened. Because Jules delayed this whole goddamn budget just for them to not to do anything, and then turn around and agree with the budget after. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was a waste of time. Like, y'all really made yourself look stupid.
And
I was
isn't
defending y'all.
that what Jack Roy said?
That's
You can
exactly
do
what
that.
I did.
I don't know
Nothing's
what you're
gonna
talking
change.
about. It's
Yeah,
not
he sure did. He said
You're
that.
not
He
gonna
sure
meet.
said that.
It ain't
He
gonna
said
be
you're
no.
not going to meet. You know, nothing will change. Just go ahead
Yeah.
and approve the Dawn budget. You
Yep,
know?
he sure said it. He sure said that. Got to give it to him.
I'm
And them two already knew that they were going to vote for that budget. Do not get crazy and mistaken the idea that those two was not going to vote for that budget. They had already made that up. They already knew they were going to do it.
That's
That's
what I kind of
why.
think the conversation with her and Malcolm was before the vote, because she was so that conversation was so titular that she literally did not even acknowledge Jules when he said, "Thank you, Madam President." So I think it was at that time that she told Malcolm what was going to happen.
I don't know, but still in all, like you already know my opinion. You already know my
Yeah,
opinion.
well, I mean, listen, I'm with you. I'm on your team now.
You don't have to stay on it now.
No, I'm gonna switch sides later though.
I know you
Government
will.
Authority, Gator District for the purpose of cooperative economic development, general services, related agreement and addendum, and otherwise providing with respect thereto.
Need a motion, please?
Move.
Second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lloyd, second by Councilman Lawberdane, second by Councilman Green. We have public comments from Ms. Bell.
Hey, Tavares, could you stop so I can answer a question that Ms. Colson posted? She didn't understand what I was saying. At the previous meeting 2 weeks ago, when Councilman Green asked to delay the vote on the budget for 2 weeks, to delay it until today, that was going to give Councilwoman Perry and Councilman Johnson the opportunity to meet with the mayor and see if they could reach an agreement on including some of their projects into this current budget. And the mayor flatly said, he said, you can delay it 2 weeks. Nothing's going to change. You're not going to meet anyway. So just go ahead and approve the budget now. You're talking about last week, April 7th. And it's as if he was a fortune teller, because that's exactly what happened. Nothing changed. They didn't meet. And so that's what my comments were about. Tavares, you could resume. I'm finished.
He's coming.
We have
Basically, I'm going to state what I said earlier for those who were not sitting up there in the finance meeting. About Gator and how Jock Roy read revised statute 332740.60. This is a 2024 financial audit. Like I said earlier, I'm encouraging the city council members to approve the Gator ordinance and allow Mr. Roy to veto it. It's not about the money. Gator annual revenue is $924,000. The city of Alexandria annual revenue is $241 million. The city of Alexandria annual revenue is 261 times larger than Gator's revenue, which is only 0.4% of the city of Alexandria total revenue. This is about Mr. Roy and his ego to desire to control Gator and prevent funds going into projects that would generate economic development in Black communities, parks. He vetoed his message would allude to that fact. Gators should be able to choose their own projects and spend their funds in accordance with RS 332740.60. The city of Alexandria can easily take 1.25 million from the general fund balance to cover the whites and gold ring invoice. Roy can release Gator from this contract. And I don't know if you were listening when he said that it was a signed contract. He will go to court. Let him take the city council to court. He hadn't done it before. This would allow Gator the freedom to use the funds on economic development projects of their choice. And Mr. Johnson, I know you said you ran on unity, but standing in my driveway at the time, you ran on utilities.
Burn, sick burn. Ooh,
You heard her.
God damn. Can you put some water on that fire?
Nah.
Shit. Damn. When you was standing in my driveway, you was talking to me and my peoples. You said something about the utilities. Let me tell you something. You know the last time Gary Johnson mentioned anything about them utilities? The last time you heard Gary Johnson say anything about them utilities, that's when they made him the temporary head of the utility committee so he could listen to black folks complain so they could not do nothing about it. That's the last time you heard Gary Johnson say anything about some utilities.
And if you recall, he said there would be a follow-up meeting.
And there was never a follow-up meeting.
Never had one.
Talking to me and my sister in my driveway.
I can run on two things.
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
but you neglected to say about utilities.
Because utility wasn't the subject.
They
She
said
held back
utilities
so
wasn't the
bad, it don't
subject.
make no sense, man.
That's why you need to go to the house.
And remember, he also ran on, I just want to work with the mayor.
I just want to
Yep.
work with,
Get along with the mayor.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of his. I'm a fanboy of the mayor. I can't wait to sit in his presence and soak up his aura.
I just want to work with the mayor. Well, that's exactly what you're doing.
Exactly what you did. You worked with the mayor against the people. Good job.
And that's why your district got zilch. Nada, zero. Got
Nada.
nothing.
I'm talking about a big fat goose egg.
Yep. Because
No, it's not the subject, but I brought it up.
Okay, thank you.
I'm telling you, she started what I said, and she ended what I said, And she said what she said because the whole thing was a big I said what I said. They're standing on business. Give it up for Miss. Hold on, let me get it over there. Yeah, give it up for her. Let me find it over here. Here we go. And give it up for Miss Linda Bell. One of the ones and twos. Everybody's favorite political poet. Get on.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait a minute. She said it to me? Are you talking to me? What did I do?
Because he said thank you. You know how they be trying to dismiss you?
Yeah. Thank you. That's all. That's all. Thank you very much. Thank
My
you
name
for
is
coming.
Shamir. I'm a resident of District 4.
I thought she was about to say I'm a homemaker.
Oh, what?
I'm Shamir and I'm a homemaker.
A home baker.
A stay-at-home mom.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm just playing.
Gator deserves to be a separate organization from the city of Alexandria. Gator's annual income is no competition to the city of Alexandria's annual income. Gator makes a majority of their money from hotel stays. Gator will have no money, then it possibly will go bankrupt trying to stay afloat and lending money to the city of Alexandria. They wouldn't be able to lend money to businesses, organizations, or do what they're supposed to do, which is produce economic development. Let Gator be its own entity as it's operated this entire time. Fill the vacant seats, Ms. Felter, Mr. Villard, and I'll leave you with this review of Gator. For the past 10 years, I've had the privilege to partner with Gator for the Dixie Girls Softball World Series. With the help of Gator, we have successfully brought 46 Divisional World Series to Central Louisiana that enhance the economic impact to the area. Working with Gator has been beyond honorable. Mr. Moeller and his team has been there to accommodate all of our needs. Thank you, Gator, for what you do. Dr. Keith Skip Fox, Board President, Alexandria Dixie Girls Softball. That's all I have.
Now, in retrospect, we for some of us that didn't know who Keith was, we met Dr. Keith Fox at, I think, was it the previous city council meeting?
Yeah,
Or was it the one
April
before that?
7th. When
Right.
when Councilman Green summoned him down from the what do you call that? Where the dugout? Yeah, where the pitchers are.
Dugout.
Yeah, where the pitchers are way back behind left field warming up. You know.
He was in the foyer at City Hall, just going the hell out of the ball into that net.
At 7:00 at night.
Yeah.
Listen.
Waiting to be called down to the mound. Yep.
My contingency is this, and you guys know that what it feels like is that the only people that get these positions, like director of parks and recreations or what have you, are the people that have control, that have been. Now he's the guy over Dixie League girls softball, or was, because Dixie League doesn't exist anymore.
No. He was over all of Dixie League, the boys baseball and the girls softball. The girls softball World Series is what has been coming to Alexandria. The boys Little League World Series, the Dixie Little League boys have been going other places. So he was strictly talking about the girls World Series that has been coming to Alexandria.
So, okay, so I got a question. So you're saying that they've been footing the bill for the Dixie League's quote unquote softball team? Is that what she basically was trying to say with that?
For the World Series, that's what Keith Fox's letter was stating. He was thanking Moeller for 10 years of support to the Dixie League.
Yeah, I got that review from a lot of reviews on Gator's page. I just thought that one stuck out.
So they've been putting the big. Okay, all right.
Wait a minute. This is why this doesn't make any sense, right? Because the money that they say they generate off of Dixie League comes from the hotel motels, right?
That's right.
Right, and that money is also the same money that Gator uses to fund itself, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right, so Gator just gives over the money that it uses to fund itself from the Dixie League. What is this?
Yeah, and that's not economic development.
It sure ain't.
No, it's not. It sounds like a bank transaction.
It's
a loan company.
It's a one-time thing, you know.
Yeah.
Lick
And-
sound like
It's a cash,
It sound like a lick because Dixie League didn't do shit to earn that money. They really didn't. They brought in those people, but sometimes they might have been upside down because I'm pretty sure it worked on the same invoice rate or scale, whatever rules that they had for the city. And you know what? Dr. Keith Fox might have been brought on board the way he was brought on board because he knew how to work the system. Because that's all this seems to be. All the people that Jack has around him are all a part of this fleecing system where they're always coming up with new ways to fleece the citizens. And I feel like that's the reason he brought in Keith Fox. But I tell you what, y'all, how much is this left? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to cover these last 30 minutes because it is midnight, and we do not want to hold y'all hostage any longer because we've been going strong for 3.5 hours. But it is the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps on taking. The hell it is. They keep on taking it. But I want to say that I appreciate all of the hard work and effort for the people that showed up today, that decided to speak out. And what we will do is we will continue this and cover these last 25 minutes tomorrow. or the last 20 minutes, because I know the last 5 minutes ain't nothing we need to be interested in. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that, guys. But I want to thank everybody. Good job. Thank you, Mr. Porter. Thank you, Miss the crew. Oh, Miss Salita B. Thank you, Brother Nat. Thank you to the chat. I appreciate you all. Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll come back. We'll circle back around. And thank you all for being good people and good citizens and being a part of our community. This is what we was talking about.
That's right. That's exactly what we were talking about all this time. And again, until you make Black people priority, you're going to always get what you get.
All right. And we're tired of getting what we got. So let's try to get something different. You feel me? But
good night.
And thank you to Ms. Bell, Ms. Finley, and Mr. Scott for speaking out, and also
That's
to
right.
Mr. White. Thank
Yeah.
for
Right.
speaking.
Thank you.
You know, and we'll my brother, yeah, we'll just do this tomorrow. All right. So you guys go out there, do great. Listen to us. If you're listening to us and it's 7 a.m, call in now. We have prizes available for you.
Man. You think you miss Cleo or somebody?
No. Call. I mean, if you're listening to this at 7 a.m, call the number at the bottom of the screen, and request your favorite song. We'll be right here to play it on 75.9 The Box. Don't get lost in the box, y'all. All right.
You stupid.
Good morning. Good night.